Well, I didn't expect the music to end so suddenly there, but here we are. Okay. Let us begin our Minecrafting today, shall we? As I say to an empty room of no one. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a different platform that I'm used to, but wow. Okay, so, Minecraft. Whew. Oh, thank God I have a freaking roof on this place. Let's also get Tev in here.
Hello.
Hello, Tevla. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am, surviving, it would appear.
Well, it sounds better than things were earlier, so.
I mean, pour one out for bread, you know?
Yeah.
And that's just the
Unfortunately,
way
it
that...
just happens.
Wish you didn't. Wish you didn't. But,
Oh, yeah,
there you
same.
go.
Same.
Okay. So, what all do you want to get up to here?
Well,
Because you're still hiding in a hole that I don't know where it is.
right.
You care to tell me where that hole is?
We have some serious discussions to have here if that's going to happen.
What's wrong with me knowing where your hole is?
Um, wink. Tev's Lady Cave.
Yes, Tev's Lady Cave.
I mean, I did discover a deep dark down here.
You did mention that. You did mention that.
Just like literally directly below my base.
Yes, a deep dark, specifically like one of the cities. So
Yes.
you wanna share some information about that, or
You know what? I'll come get you. And then we can walk back together.
walk back together? Hey,
Yes.
to
I'm
your
having a
to your
fun
lady
moment.
cave,
To my lady cave.
to your walking back to your lady cave. Is that's the plan, right?
We are going to you will join me in my lady cave.
That's the plan, right?
That's the plan, yes.
That's the plan.
Hey,
Okay.
there you are. Hold still.
Oh, that's right. You're cheating with maps.
No, I literally just saw you and I have a general idea where you're.
Yep, cheating with maps. Why is there a buffed spider over there
I don't know.
who clearly wants you?
At least somebody does. I don't know why it's buffed. That's weird. I've
That
never seen
was
that
quite
before.
strange. Okay.
We're going down this way. I love this valley. It's gorgeous.
Guys, I can't wait to log the whole thing.
Don't you dare.
I will be logging.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're going to enter the lady cave, you're going to have to agree to not fucking do that.
Don't worry, you'll be getting plenty of logging as well.
Logging in my lady cave, yes, okay.
Yes, logging in your lady cave.
Let's see, where was the entrance again?
Oh my word, she's lost. She's lost sight of her lady cave.
I just don't have, like, a good... I haven't really been here long enough to build things.
Great. My freaking axe just broke.
Oh, great. Uh-oh. Oh, excuse me.
Gesundheit.
That's not it. It's this one. Excuse me.
Oh man, this is a rough hewn lady cave, if I have to say.
Like I
Oh
said, I haven't
boy.
had the time to really refine anything yet.
You haven't refined your lady cave?
Yes,
I thought they
require
started out refined.
it.
This has been the message that society has told me, that lady caves begin refined and perfect.
Oh,
Yes.
how interesting.
Do you even have a base, or are you just like not actually? Do you not have a place to rest your head?
What if I don't choose to tell you ever?
That's gonna be a problem
Oh, why?
because I'd like to know where it is that you rest, Tevela.
Got zombies.
Have fun with that. I don't have any weapons.
Uh, okay.
I told you my axe broke.
And you don't have any other weapons?
My dear sanguine freak. You are speaking to a vampire hunter. What do you think I fight with?
Well, I
An
have enough
axe.
iron upstairs if you want a sword.
Oh, does that mean that we get to find out where it is that you rest your head?
Yes, you get to find out where it is I rest my head.
Oh, this is a happy day. Happy day indeed.
Why are you so interested in where I rest my head?
Well, I need to put a indulgence on it.
A what?
An indulgence, you know, the body.
What on earth are you talking about?
Well, clearly, you're not as educated as I thought you were. All right then.
No, you just
Don't know
speak
anything
circles.
about how you will meet your own demise. That's how it goes.
I see.
Where are
And
we
it has
headed?
nothing to do with you being a weirdo.
No, no, nothing to do with me being a weirdo at all. It has everything to do with me being smart.
Smart, he says.
Yes, smart.
I may just make myself another sword. Welcome to my lady cave.
Oh my god, it's wide open.
Shut up. There's sticks and also 2 iron ingots in there if you want to make yourself a
It's not enough to make an axe.
No, it's enough to make a sword.
Telling me to work with a scrub weapon?
A scrub weapon.
Yes.
You are such a weirdo.
I'm not a weirdo. I'm efficient. I know what I'm doing.
You are just so silly.
You know, I have to wonder if people are getting notifications at all.
That's the weird thing about streaming on YouTube is like they just don't.
I'm seeing the hang-ups with it.
It's like I've put out the URL to it, but I think a lot of people are just doing their own thing on this Saturday evening.
Well, there's also the fact that it's like, what, there are 12 people subscribed to the channel in total?
15.
15. So, basically no one. Not to insult the people who are subscribed or anything.
No, it's this one over here.
I hope you don't have an interest in copper.
Why?
Because there's not going to be much of it left whenever I'm done.
You're not taking anything from here.
I'm going to be
Anything that I haven't already given you.
stripping so much copper out of this place.
Copper?
Yep. So much copper out of this place.
We can't really do much with copper anyway.
I mean, I checked up on the latest updates about what they're doing with the experimental builds, and guess what they're getting up to?
What?
They are making they are making my my villager trading guide that I just made obsolete.
Lovely.
I couldn't freaking believe it when I saw it. I was like, you're kidding me. You're actually invalidating a huge component of what I... They're introducing some of the enchantments are going to be tied to villagers in specific biomes.
Okay.
Certain villagers will not offer certain enchantments unless they are from a specific biome.
Well, you can make an updated
Yeah, it's not worth it. The original one hardly got any views as well. So,
oh well.
I mean, that's just how it is with these things. Like, Subnautica was a complete and total bust of a guide series until PlayStation Network gave it away for free.
Yeah.
And then it turned out I was the only person with a good guide for the game whenever it dropped, so...
Yeah.
That, and it was, like, the height of all of the lockdowns, so...
Oh, that's true, yeah.
A bunch of people were, like, ravenously playing that game.
Yeah. I'm pretty certain there's a way down over here.
I never realized that the dripstone got so freaking big.
They do tend to, yeah. Where was the... Aw, there's creepers. And also this thing. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Ow. Oh, God.
Ow. What? Oh, fucking.
Freaking Jeffs.
I hate these things so much.
Is there a problem with Jeffs? Do you not
There's
like
like
them?
a ton of them now. There's a creeper. Watch out.
Oh my God. I'm gonna
God.
freaking die.
There's just so many of them.
Oh, I hate combat in this game so much.
Yeah, same.
You have a sword. You must aim it like a gun.
Yeah.
I do not understand where they got the idea that, like, they need to rework swords in this game so badly.
Oh, they really do. It's awful.
Here is a tiny little hitbox. Now you must be... Also the fact that I've been playing so much 7 days.
Oh, yeah.
Which, it's not an inconsiderate... It's not inconsiderate the degree to which it feels like this game, like 7 days is an upgraded version of Minecraft.
Yeah, kinda.
What is up with all of the fucking creepers?
I haven't been able to light this area up too much.
No, it's just like, look out behind you.
Yep.
They have zero interest in the fact that, like, I've been here stabbing them.
Yeah.
They're just, like, giggling at the tickles.
Yeah, I guess so. Where was my way down? I don't remember.
Well, I'm certainly not helping your situation by, Wow, that is just an utter and complete fucking drop.
Wow. Okay, I think... Let me get a better look over
Oh,
here.
God, there's a
witch
freaking
over there.
witch over there. Ooh, oh, God. I'm slowed. Oh.
Careful.
Best as I can be.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Man, she's just...
Okay, I'm not going down there. I'm not going down there. In fact, I'm leaving this. This is not going well. I'm out. I'm out. Forget this place.
Oh, okay, she fell.
Question is, did she fall to her death?
It looks like she did.
What do we got?
God, this is awful. But we could start making a mine if you want. Well, sort of. I've somewhat started making one, but...
Yeah, surprisingly not as low as it should be, but what can you do, right?
Yeah, how low should it be?
The optimal level for iron is 0.
0. I thought it was 16.
You know what? Let me retreat to the stairs here, where it's relatively safe.
Okay.
And bring up my notes. Because I got them somewhere.
I was looking up, like, infographics.
If you actually go to my main YouTube page and you check out, like, the posts that I've made, there should be a... It's kind of old at this point, but it's still fairly recent in the list.
Okay.
And it's the ore heights. Okay, no, you're right. You're right about the ore height.
Oh, okay.
There are 2 different versions. There's a vertical one and there's a horizontal one. It's an infographic.
Oh, okay. Of course it's thundering.
Well, I mean, as soon as I logged in, I slept, so it's not me.
Oh. And I haven't logged in forever, so...
The way you build these is quite interesting.
I try not to change the landscape too much.
Meanwhile, I'm over there terraforming.
Yes, you
That tree is gonna burn.
Well.
Oh, no. It was a rainstorm, so it just it put it out.
Oh, thank goodness.
It was
Hey, Lying!
convenient. Hello.
We are on the Lying server.
Yeah, the first chat, which is... This is very strange for me to be like 20 minutes into a stream with only one person finally showing up.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the problems with the platform.
Unfortunately, yeah.
It's like YouTube.
Like Twitch had a what's the word?
Head start.
Just not necessarily. They have I don't know. There's reasons why, several reasons why people choose Twitch over YouTube for streaming.
Yeah, and it's only now that I'm like testing things out here that I'm realizing.
Yeah. Strife says terraforming and lightning strikes makes sense.
All right.
You heading back to your place?
Yes, I am, because going to your place was not pleasant.
I'm so sorry my lady cave disappointed you.
Your lady cave is rough-hewn and wide open. It's not comfortable.
Oh my gosh, shut up. Our server comrades. How much iron do you have?
I don't actually know. Hey, get out of my shack!
No. Oh, hey, you have...
God damn it, you took half my iron!
I put it back.
You took 2 of my iron!
Yeah, because, you came without,
Permission?
No, you came...
You get it?
Came here and... What?
Do you get it? Do you get the joke?
Shut up. God damn it.
I think that's when it's hard difficulty. Spiders have a chance of having potion effects on them, kind of like how zombies and skeletons can spawn with armor.
Oh.
Holy moly. Spiders
Okay.
will indeed spawn with potion effects, partial invisibility, which makes only their eyes visible. So is that just a
visible?
is that just like a broad strokes? This is a thing in hard Minecraft, or is that a modification that you applied specifically, Lying? Because you are like freaking crazy with data packs. I should probably put some music on.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I mean, this is also YouTube, and there's going to be a replay of this, so I have to think twice about what I'm playing.
God, yeah.
Don't want to use any... I can't use any, whatchamacallit, music from a Nintendo game.
Oh, yeah.
That is 100% vanilla. I had no idea. Okay, so that being the case... Let's open up my music player here. Playlists. There we go. And you guys can let me know whether or not the music is too loud at any point.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's my major holdup right now? I need more wood, really.
That's been the case since 1.61. Oh. That would explain it. I never play hard mode.
Like, there was a time when I played hard mode, but it's been so long since that was the case.
Yeah.
Alright, so this tiny little shack is not doing it for me anymore. It's too tiny.
Please don't expand, Strife. Not
You
supposed
are
to
aware
make-
that I'm here to log away an entire cherrywood forest, right?
No.
Like, it doesn't matter whether or not you don't want it to happen. That's what I'm here for.
Well, it's absolutely what I don't want to happen.
Alright, nature. Out of my way!
Oh, man. It's a little loud, but not overwhelming, I think.
Okay, you tell me how it is now. The problem is that the music player that I'm using, you can't, like, increment it up 1% at a time, right?
Oh, that's annoying, yeah.
I mean, how many music players allow you to, like, use arrow keys or something to actually notch it up 1% at a time? I don't think I've ever run into one. Like, you can use your scroll wheel, you can use your arrow keys, you know, like if you select the controller, but it's never like 1% or something.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Okay.
kind of why I use a combination of, you know, the player and the OBS slider.
So.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Hey.
Just, you know, hard at work and all that stuff.
Hard at work. Hard
Be careful.
At work.
Caution,
Careful.
strife at work.
Oh. That means come ransack your building site, right?
Oh, for God's sake, Tev, why do you insist on trying to be difficult?
I'm no less difficult than you are, Strife.
You're still trying to be difficult.
I'm not trying.
Okay, you
comes
are
naturally.
being difficult.
This is just a natural thing. Especially once you've been in my lady cave.
Oh no, man. What a life I live.
Hey, you chose this, buddy.
I am struck by how used to my server I've gotten at this point.
Uh-huh.
First off, it's on normal mode. So that is definitely the biggest difference.
Right.
Second, I've got like tricked out equipment. Son of a
All the equipment and stuff. Are you okay?
Yeah, my pick broke on me
Aw, man.
while I'm digging a stairway up.
Aw, man. That sucks.
I'm trying to get my hands on just a single birch sapling.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna need that. Why do you have to make things so hard, Tev?
Wing.
Okay, lying.
This
What the
just comes
fuck?
naturally. I can't help it.
Does Tev make things hard for you, lying? That's the real question.
Strife, why do you have to make things so awkward?
I don't have to make things awkward.
But you choose to.
Listen, I'm asking a question, and I'm looking for an honest answer. That's all. What's wrong?
I don't think it would surprise you at all if I said I was hungry.
Yeah, but you should have eaten whenever you were downstairs and you told me you weren't hungry. I knew that was a lie.
Well, the thing is, I didn't want leftover pizza.
Okay, that's fine, but you can still be hungry and not want leftover pizza. Like, these two things are not mutually exclusive.
Right, but the kitchen also does not have comfort food right now.
What is comfort food? God, no! Oh, God, nah, ah!
Do you need help?
I'm trying to dig to the top of the space, okay? And I have run into, water. And it's flooding my staircase.
Oh, I can see your stream. Okay. You ran into some flowing water. Okay. For some reason, I thought you were digging up under the ocean for some reason.
No, that would be a bad idea.
Yes, that would be a very bad idea.
See, I'm not a stupid vampire, so I wouldn't do that.
No, but you are a billionaire. So you're just as
That's funny.
in danger of
Yes, Tev, I'm a billionaire.
Oh, are you a trillionaire now?
Trying to describe my wealth with numbers is mostly a futile effort, as it is partially fused with infinity.
So it becomes everything and also nothing.
Well, Whenever it's an imperceivable number, yes, I suppose that is not an entirely inaccurate way to describe it.
So you have no money at all, technically.
Not entirely accurate, but I understand what you're going for. So since it's going to help your small brain understand, I will just say yes.
You are used to small things, aren't you? He's not saying no.
I'm not going to dignify you with an answer.
That's because we all know the truth.
The truth of what?
The smallness.
Strife is actually so broke his debt can't cause an integer underflow, so he's rich again. Yes, I am Gandhi out of Civilization. Was it Civ 1 that did it? I don't remember which one did it.
God, I love that encoding. It's so funny.
So, like, you know the backstory behind that, then?
Oh yeah, I mean, not that you haven't told me before, but
well, I mean,
know about integer.
It's fun to explain to people how Gandhi became known as a warlord in the video game when that is the last thing that Gandhi should be known for.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Ooh, that is quite the drop. Yeah, you weren't kidding.
Oh, were you down in the caves again?
Yeah. Because I found some iron down here and I want to find more.
At these heights, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a decent amount of it in the mountaintop.
I just don't want to mar the landscape. It's beautiful.
Listen, you got to strip mine the mountain if you want the resources. So come on, let's get to it.
No, I'm finding the visible stuff in the cave. There we go. Oh my god, is that what I think it is? Oh, it's emeralds, not diamonds. Okay.
The bug is actually a myth, but he was programmed to actually do it in Civ 5. Wait, what do you mean the bug is a myth? It's like well known that Gandhi would go absolutely apeshit if you tried to roll his aggression backward by taking particular perks and or abilities within the civilization tree, and it resulted in it rolling backwards and going to the top of the frickin' number list and nuking the shit out of everyone. If that's not what was happening, then what was happening? Because he was renowned for nuking people in the old versions of the game. And they wouldn't have done that in Civ 5 if he hadn't done that, if he hadn't become known for it in the older versions of the game. Like, I'm not a Civ player, but if this is a lie, then holy shit, I've been lied to super hard by a lot of people for a long time. "90% of bugs like that would just cause a crash, not an underflow. According to series creator Sid Meier, there was already handling to prevent it from happening. It was just a fun meme." But why the hell did he nuke the crap out of people then? Because are you telling me that he was never nuking people constantly in the old games? Oh, it takes forever for these freaking leaves to despawn.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me how Final Fantasy VIII Prior to Civ 5, where it was included as an Easter egg, Nuclear Gandhi was a hoax. I can't believe this. I just can't believe this. That can't be a hoax. It can't be. It's too well traveled to be a hoax.
Poor Stripe having his brain broken.
This can't be a hoax. There's so many other people that I knew who played the original, and they were just like, yeah, he totally did.
This just reminds me of, like, the kids in elementary school who'd be like, yeah, my uncle works for Nintendo. And they would just make shit up for attention.
It wasn't even commented on until 2012, 21 years after release. You shut up. You shut up right now. Stop spreading misinformation. That's gotta be fake news.
Uh-oh.
It's the most heinous type of fake news in existence.
Wow.
Lying about classic civilization. A game which I have no association or attachment to. But god damn it. Alright, I think I've got enough saplings now, so... Where the hell was the route down?
Just jump.
No.
Just jump, it'll be fun.
No! I'm not jumping anywhere. Local Fey creature destroys capitalists with facts and logic, not clickbait. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Is that where we've gone now?
Apparently, yes, that is exactly where we've gone. Yeah, the combat in this is very lackluster, especially because I've been playing Final Fantasy lately.
Because we all know that Final Fantasy 14 is really the game that represents the most important first-person sword combat in existence.
Hey, you could play Minecraft in third person.
Yeah, but can you play Final Fantasy 14 in first person?
Yes.
Is it first-person combat where you have to be careful about where you're putting your cursor?
I don't know, I've never tried.
Do you have to aim your sword or your bow or your spells whenever you're in first person?
Why are you like this?
I'm asking very real questions here, Tev.
It sounds to me like you're just being a jerk.
I'm not being a jerk. I'm asking facts and logic.
You're asking facts and logic. That's such a strange way to put that, you weirdo.
God, is the facts and logic thing actually like a Ben Shapiro thing or not?
Oh God, I don't know.
That's what I have it associated with in my mind, but I don't actually know where it comes from.
I just always knew it was associated with, like,
people who are making bad faith
people on the internet.
Bad faith arguments.
Yeah. Especially, like, you're emotional, therefore anything you have to say is incorrect. And I win by default.
Fun fact, Final Fantasy XIV is a year older than Minecraft. Do you mean a year older by its official release for Minecraft? Because that sounds realistic, but I remember, I could swear that I was playing Minecraft before Final Fantasy XIV came out.
Minecraft already had its 10-year anniversary, correct?
Absolutely.
And Final Fantasy XIV's 10-year anniversary is this year.
But is it the 10-year anniversary for FF14 Reborn or from its initial release?
You know, that's a good question.
Because that's just it. There's so many release dates for every. It's like Minecraft has its original release date, then it has its in-dev release date, then it has its like alpha release date, then its beta release date, then its official release date.
Oh.
Like, there's so many, and a lot of like documentation for Minecraft specifically focuses on the fact that you have like a set in stone release date for the full release. So 2011 is frequently like, if you put in Minecraft, if you're streaming here on YouTube or on Twitch, it's like, no, Minecraft 2011. That's what it always defaults to.
Yeah.
So Minecraft released 2011, Final Fantasy 14 initially 2010. Ah, yeah, there you go.
Initially, okay.
There you go. Final Fantasy, like, Minecraft was out already, I believe, in 2011. I gotta look at this. Minecraft.
But the thing is, because I've been playing the Palace of the Dead Deep Dungeon with friendos, they also got me interested in doing it solo. So I've been working on that, and then today I worked on the next Deep Dungeon called Heaven on High.
Let's see, what do we have here?
Solo.
Okay, Early Classic was released May 28th of 2009. Golly. When did the freaking alpha begin? So that was the classic build.
Oh, sure, you won't look up Nuclear Gandhi, but you'll look up at how old Minecraft is.
I have an actual attachment to Minecraft. I don't have an attachment to... Alpha 1.0 was June 30th, 2010. Because I consider like, it's different for everybody, you know, I'm splitting hairs. This doesn't freaking matter at the end of the day.
Like, you and I even split the dates on when our first actual meeting was, so...
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's different for everyone.
Mine is based on the first time we talked.
Meanwhile, I'm like, no, the first time we freaking met is where it's at.
Met face to face. I'm like, yeah, but the first one counts too, you jerk.
And I just respond with, I don't think this is working out anymore.
Why would you do that to me? Oh my god. I did manage to get a lot more iron this time.
Good on ya, I guess.
Yes, because I have been desperately needing it.
I did not realize how freaking trash the notification system for YouTube was.
Yeah. I mean, because it also depends on whether... Not so much that whether they've clicked the notification button, but whether they've clicked it again to get everything, not just videos.
I'm glad that this is experimentation.
Yeah. Because it definitely needs more refinement on YouTube's end.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of came out of the gate a little bit strong on the possibility of doing this.
Yeah. And it sucks that, you know, Twitch being Twitch and doing its stupid shit versus YouTube doing its own shit is just like, man, the rest of us are just caught in the middle.
Alright, well, since lying has called me out on it,
On doing what?
Nuclear Gandhi is a video game hoax purporting the existence of a software bug in the 1991 strategy video game Civilization that would eventually force the pacifist leader Mahatma Gandhi to become an extremely aggressive and make heavy use of nuclear weapons. The claim originated on the TV Tropes Wiki in 2012 and continued until 2020 when the series creator Sid Meier confirmed that the bug would have been impossible in the original game. Gandhi was programmed to exhibit this behavior in Civilization V, released in 2010, and it is unclear whether this led to the belief that the behavior had also been present in the earlier games. While fictional, Nuclear Gandhi is one of the most recognizable video game glitches. Has been used as an example of integer overflow in computer science, and was included as an Easter egg in other games in the Civilization series. Whoa, wait a minute. So you're telling me that the Nuclear Gandhi myth started in 2012, but it was put in Civilization 5 in 2010? Why did they put it in Civilization 5 before it became a, hotly debated myth on the internet? Shit is...
This just means
this just keeps getting more bizarre. Right, I'm gonna need another pick. I'm gonna need a shovel. So, I can actually say, hey, lying, you were wrong.
What? About what?
The myth post-dates the Civilization 5 appearance of it.
Why do you have to be, just a weirdo about this?
What's wrong with what I have said?
Yeah, but you believed that it was not a hoax. Until lying, corrected you.
I can't believe any Fae that walks in through my door.
But they haven't walked in through your door. They're in the chat.
Metaphorical door. Come on.
Whoops, ignore that. Oh, wow. This is great.
I'm curious, did the bot announce through Discord as well, or...?
No, because YouTube, as far as I know, YouTube does not have a method through which,
bots can.
APIs can announce streams.
Wow, that's more problematic than I thought.
Yeah, which is why people are so upset with Twitch.
Well, the experience on the ground is quite different from what I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be pleasant having my my income affected the way that it is, but it is coming crystal clear that YouTube is not actually a reasonable competitor.
Yeah.
Of course, then again, that shouldn't come as a surprise because YouTube is, well, their focus is entirely on VOD. Video on demand. It's not about streaming here. So this very much so feels like the lack of community interaction and whatnot that you can do. It feels a whole lot like the entire how do I put this? It feels a lot like, Google Plus almost,
Oh, jeez.
It's like, this is something that we like as an idea and we're gonna try it and we're not really gonna have a fully planned out plan of attack. Because my understanding about the way that things work at Google is there's plenty of money for starting a project, especially if you get it right. But there's not any money for continuing a project and fleshing it out further.
Which is why they cancel so many of them.
Yes. So it feels like the only reason why streaming continues to exist on the YouTube platform is because YouTube is not Google. YouTube is Google adjacent, if you will. Owned by but not expressly operated by Google. Also, hello, AmLab. How you doing?
Yeah, it took you a bit.
I saw the message a while ago, but I was just like, I don't know.
You were pretty busy.
I'm in my own world.
You sure are.
to do this, man. I suppose I could come over here and do it. This'll do, I guess. Nothing like more terraforming.
Gonna give me conniptions at some point.
Say what?
Nothing.
What about conniptions?
Nothing.
What about conniptions?
Nothing.
You want to repeat yourself there, Tevila?
Nope.
You got some freaking words to say to me?
Well, actually, why are you suddenly so interested in anything that I have to say?
Because you just insulted me.
Insulted?
Yes.
How is that insulting? You're getting the reaction you want.
You are being so difficult.
What was that word they were using?
Okay, so I'm at 103. She didn't say conniptions. She said confections. She wants you to get her a cupcake.
Yeah, actually, I could go for a cupcake right now, Strife.
That's fascinating.
Also, comfort food? I want comfort food.
There's nothing stopping you from taking care of that.
Well, except lots of stuff being closed now.
Well, yeah, but there's still a kitchen downstairs. Learn how to use it, vampire.
Yeah, but we did talk about this earlier, that the kitchen does not have comfort food in it.
You still haven't specified what comfort food is.
We have talked about this earlier, though.
I have no recollection of any of this.
I could totally go for some Chinese takeout, or the hibachi stuff that we had.
Okay, but that's not in the kitchen.
Or ramen. Yeah, like I was saying, it's not in the kitchen. Is it bad to have times? I feel awful. Actually, yeah. I'm very lucky to have caught stuff early and got on pay meds immediately.
Woof.
Like, I got more sleep than usual because of it. And by usual, I mean more than none. But thankfully, we're going into a, like, we're exiting the heat wave for a bit. Which is very nice.
Things are manageable within this house for once, temperature-wise.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like there's a heat load sitting on top of my office that's just oppressively pushing down against me.
Yeah, my office temperature is now 71.
I'm just underneath. Like, it's 70... It's almost 70... It's almost 74 in my office.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just underneath 74. But it's a difference between feeling like that's just the temperature versus I'm struggling to keep it at that temperature, you know? All right, so I need water bottles.
For what?
To make mud.
Oh. Are you building another dirt temple?
I never built a dirt temple. Okay, then.
Oh.
What does it take to, I don't know what you're talking about, Tev. Strife Solutions would never build out of dirt.
Well, I wasn't saying this in character, but okay.
Okay. Alright, so I don't... Man, I keep wanting to build things, and I don't have the freaking supplies to build it.
Yeah.
I forgot how slow Minecraft is to start.
It really is.
This is just a painfully slow experience.
Especially because when, on your server, you go someplace, but you always have more resources to pull from other places.
Yes. I mean, that's a huge component of what, like, the last thing that I was doing on the server, too. It was, like, literally okay, let's actually fill up that warehouse that I built with all of the rarest supplies. You know? Well, maybe not even rare, but just like if it's a building block, I want it in there. The more rare the building block is, the more I want it in that warehouse.
Yeah. The more of it you want.
Like what I need, something that I'm gonna end up eventually doing is filling an entire stack on the warehouse wall with skulk, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's just a guarantee at some point. Which also begs the question, what the hell I'm gonna end up doing with the solution tower, ultimately. Because, like, that's more of a set piece than it is a legitimate build that I ever intend to do anything with.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, the purpose of the solution tower was always to be like, this is a really big, wide open space that I can actually, like, work with for putting, like, all of the bizarre mods in one place. But, man, actually trying to figure out what to fill a tower like that size up with in vanilla Minecraft is a freaking challenge.
It really is. Definitely gonna need more water.
Okay, well, I've got plenty of acacia wood now, I guess. Look at me, I'm in the middle of a cherry forest, and yet instead I'm building with things that aren't cherry wood.
No one ever said you had taste.
Well, that's mostly because I want to export the cherry wood. That's my main focus here.
My heart hurts. How dare you?
Strip the land of all of its cherry trees and then export it out.
What's gonna happen to my lady cave?
It will have a barren entrance.
Wild.
No, actually, the exact opposite of it. What's wrong?
You give me a headache often.
I'm just doing my job.
Giving me a headache is not your job.
Not necessarily, but, like, I'm just doing my job, and it just so happens to give you a headache. That's the point.
Your job is absolutely a headache for everyone involved, except you, obviously.
All right. Ugh. Not all of the music that I'm using on this playlist is worth it.
Well, dang.
Well, ding dang, bang, wang, schmang.
Okay.
What's wrong?
Sometimes I just have to accept that you will say things.
I say things frequently. What's wrong with that?
They are very strange things. Oh, you
One.
your case, okay.
2. Okay, so what levels am I looking at to mine at? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, hey, free sticks.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
That's company property. Get your freaking mitts off it.
Absolutely not.
You're being a troublemaker again, aren't you?
Nope.
Based on how you replied to that, I would say yes, you are.
Definitely no troublemaking here. Wouldn't even dream of it.
You are...
I'm what?
more than I know how to handle.
Am I? I'm very amused by this, actually.
What am I supposed to do with you?
That's a good question, Strike. What are you supposed to do with it?
Murder you, obviously.
In Minecraft, yes. Sure.
So.
Oh, just thinking.
This is gonna be an ugly build.
Sometimes you just gotta let it be.
Unfortunately, that is quickly becoming the situation.
Mm-hmm.
What did you take whenever you came over here?
Nothing.
No, you took some things other than sticks. What did you take?
I didn't take anything.
You took things.
I regret to inform you that I do not take kindly to these accusations.
They're not accusations. They're accurate information. It's called accurate information. Facts and logic.
Oh, why did you have to pick up on that phrase?
What's the matter?
Facts and logic. Put my pumpkin seeds down.
I think it's interesting how YouTube is informing me that I am royally screwing up with my audio output.
Really?
According to YouTube, the audio stream's current bitrate is 0, which is lower than the recommended bitrate. They recommend a bitrate of 128.
So nobody can hear you, they're saying?
That's what YouTube's assertion is. That people
YouTube,
cannot hear me. YouTube is claiming that I am not sending any audio with this stream.
Wow. All right, then. I think YouTube has some problems.
Just a few.
Just a few.
I have a question.
Yeah.
There's an announcements channel or something on your Discord, right?
Right.
So a bot won't announce anything there. Could you manually announce something there?
I did.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. I even put it in the fan server, too.
Where is it? I don't see the channel.
Oh, special guests?
Oh. Okay then. Well. Guess that... Huh. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. It's just like YouTube's lack of anything versus Twitch's bullshit. It just has me
It's
worried.
discouraging, to say the least.
Very discouraging.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess the best thing that I can say is I gotta try harder. Although looking at the way that things are working here, like for one, I legitimately wonder what would happen if I was to try and stream on my main channel. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like what would the result of that be? The other part of it, it might be worth a try, but like my main question, I guess, is how on earth is anybody supposed to get started on YouTube when this is the prospect? Like, there's supposed to be all of this way better discoverability for it, and I'm like, yeah, nobody discovering shit right now. So, like, one of two things has to be true. Either one, they're lying, you know, or two, I'm missing something, maybe a lot of little things, you know, that I just don't know what the hell I'm doing. Because I'll be honest, like, the fact that I ended up successful on YouTube in any capacity, I think really does boil down to the fact that there was very little competition, you know, for a long time.
I mean, that's how a lot of success happens.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm getting at. It's just like, oh yeah, like it feels way more realistic that it's just like, oh no, like there was very little competition and that's how you got your start, you know.
Right.
It's not like you ended up successful in a crowded field, which is a very different experience, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not to be like doom and gloom or negative or anything. That's just like acknowledging that it's definitely not the same story trying to get started now as it used to be then.
Yeah.
Because back then, getting started meant you were doing it for the sake of doing it, not because there was money in it.
Mm-hmm.
There's money in it now, so...
Yeah. Oh man, there's this purse design that I really like, based off of Final Fantasy stuff. I've showed it to you before.
Oh, is it the flag?
Flag?
There was some sort of a flag design. It was like red, blue, and white or something.
Here, I'll just send you the link.
Yeah, that one.
It's the second picture.
Yeah, that one. We went to a concert and a girl had one.
Yeah, and I pointed it out to you.
Mm-hmm.
This person put it up for pre-orders, but it's limited pre-orders, and it was sold out almost immediately. So I didn't even. Man.
So they put it up again, and it sold out again.
Yeah.
Man, that's rough.
I want one because it's such a good design.
Any day now, oak trees. Any day now. Pain in my freaking ass. Oh, right, I might want to put a door in this. Might be an important step along the way.
Yeah.
Oh man, I misplaced my blocks.
Whoops.
Put the wall one block too far out. I gotta rip the whole freaking wall down and redo it. You alright there?
Yeah, I'm just like, you know how things have been. Everything is just hitting me. Right now, that's all.
Okay. Oh, Sarah, hello!
Sarah.
It's nice to see someone living actually show up to the stream.
Hey, I resent that remark.
Yeah. Take that. What you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna cry. Don't like. Question
Yes.
me on it.
Cry, baby, cry! But how you doing, Sarah? It's good to see ya.
Probably just woke up. That's what I'm thinking.
Almost for certain. Every single time Sarah shows up, it's just like, I just woke up.
But that living in quotes, I may be a little undead lately. Oh man.
If you've been working retail, I understand.
I've just been silently lurking over here, Mr. Sam.
Silently lurking, hey? Well, I prefer lurkers who are really loud and boisterous and they're actually involved in chat. So...
Kind of a...
Shush. Shush.
No?
I will not hear anything contrary to my statement that I just made, which is entirely 100% factual logic.
And contradictory?
No. Facts and logic.
Oh, God. God, you are just on that tonight. About facts and logic.
Read
yeah,
logic.
just woke up because it's 7 a.m., my guy.
I'm not your guy, dude.
What the heck, babe?
Yeah, let's go ahead and fix up the back wall a little bit here.
Don't shush them if you want them to be loud. Oh, she got you.
God damn it.
Facts and logic strife.
Shut the hell up.
No, you shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up.
This is unacceptable.
You're unacceptable.
Your face is unacceptable.
Oh. Yeah, so's my lady cave, like you said earlier.
Yes. It's rough-hewn and wide open. That is unacceptable for a lady cave.
And dangerous.
That too. Yeah, that too, entirely. Finally, you're starting to catch on. I hope that you can fix this because you're really not going to get much of anywhere in life if you don't fix up that lady cave a little bit.
I mean, I can't help the skulk infection, but you know.
Oh my god, nobody's going to want that lady cave with a skulk infection.
God, you are so fucking silly. Oh, someone sounds sleepy.
I'm not gonna lie, I think it's the damn soundtrack, and like every single time I put this particular soundtrack on, I remember ahead of time. It's like, oh, you don't want to put that soundtrack on. It's no good. Like, because the music is just like boring and sleepy. And I'm like, nah, it's fine, and then I put it on and I realize, oh no, this music is boring and sleepy.
Just a little bit of hubris.
Just a little bit.
Anyways, yesterday the day was going strangely well, and then the office decided to mess it up, and it sucks because I have no say with the office. They could be like, you murdered puppies, Sarah. Their word against mine, and theirs weighs more. Jeez.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate for corporate America there.
But Sarah's not in America.
Well, even in Italy, it's corporate America.
Oh. I mean, America has infected every place, so...
You can't get away from us.
He sure does. He
No, I don't. I do not... What was that part? What did you just...
say anything. What?
Did you say something about diapers?
No, nonsense. I would never say such a thing.
All right, Tev, I don't know what you're into, but please keep me out of it.
I love that you think you know what I'm into.
I don't know what you're into, but just by the sounds of it, I don't want to be involved.
What are you making?
I am Where are you?
I'm at my base. Why?
Oh, you're watching the stream on the side?
Yes, I am.
Ah, okay. What I am making is an elevator block.
Elevator block. Okay.
Like, I haven't built a new settlement on my server yet, since I decided to start doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But, what I want to do, I want to use this the next time that I build a new settlement. But basically, you know how there are different heights in the world, like that infographic that I made for where to find ores and whatnot?
Yes. So,
because there are different ores at different heights in the world, I'm like, okay, you know what? You can't, you just can't sit down and mine basically at one catch-all height and get everything you need anymore.
Yeah.
It's just not possible. So that means that you have to have mines at different heights within the world. So I'm like, okay, so how do you get around that? And the answer is, the answer that I've come up with is, well, make the elevator block that you made in the solution tower, but make it for a mine.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I'm doing.
Okay.
You know, you get one primary, this is how you get back up to the top, and then you get like 5 other shafts that where it's like, okay, this is how you get down to the bottom, to your various heights. So
yes. Oh, that's a skeleton with an enchanted bow.
He just wants a hug.
Except he's hugging with arrows.
Yeah, exactly. He really knows what he's doing.
But that's bad.
Oh, this is a new server, or did I misunderstand? This is Lying's server, Lying and Bedman. They set this up, and we're making an effort to actually do something on it.
Yes.
So, like, this is very much so, in my mind, this is transient. It is not going to stick around. It'll be gone before you know it type situation. Everything that I'm doing here is, like, not meant to last. That is a fundamental understanding of it. I expect this to be deleted within a year.
You have such high hopes for everything, right?
Well, I mean, that's what happened with the last server.
Yeah, but I'm poking at you.
Well, you can stop.
No.
Because it's not nice.
No.
Stop poking.
But I like poking.
Well, stop.
No.
I'm telling you to stop.
It's in my blood. I have to poke.
Well, okay. Go drink some different blood then.
You have no idea what kind of blood I drink.
One that makes you want to poke.
What on earth?
You're the one who told me that you wanted to poke and it's in your blood.
I have no idea what the hell you're even talking about. It lasts 1 year, but it stays in your heart forever. Yes! Yeah!
I mean, there are some bases that I do remember from, you know, earlier in my days in Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never have those bases back. They are permanently lost to time, but still. Remember them? I do.
I remember the base I made on your Patreon server all those years ago.
Still got copies of that.
Yes. I mean, I am a better builder these days, but, like...
I mean, I'll be honest, the enormous obsidian pattern that you made out in the desert nearby was impressive.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it fucking surprised me. I was just like, what the fucking hell is this shit?
Because I removed that thing.
Why?
Because I felt bad about it.
Why would you feel bad about it?
I don't know. I feel judgment where there may be none.
God damn it, I'm judging you for deleting it!
I think I still have screenshots. I could go put it back.
Most of my things in Minecraft are gone forever. Still love them, though. I mean, and
Yeah.
that's a big component. Like, I think I made it clear enough in the video that I made, you know? Whatever video that was, I don't remember.
The tour video?
Tour video. There we go. There we
Wait,
go.
what are you talking about then? What? You made what clear?
That I really really love having a continuous world.
Yes.
Like I actively work hard to ensure that there is a continuous world that I am working on.
And it was just nice to have a community, you know? At least for me, for your Patreon server. Wow, I'm like, my brain is going off in other places.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8.
Like, even if people aren't the greatest builders, I still love seeing what they do, though, you know?
Yeah, yeah. But, I mean, I was talking about my personal server, so...
Yeah, I acknowledged that. Where, like, oh, I'm talking about something completely different, I'm sorry.
1, 2... Oh, dear. When you are digging, but you are distracted by iron. I knew I was high enough to find blobs of iron. I struggle with single player. I become more active when I have friends I can see around sometimes.
Yes.
I have a personal server I started last year, but I've got little time to play. You know, it comes and goes for me. There are times whenever there's nothing else that I could do, you know? I'm also, like, I am of the idle hands type of person, where it's like, I'm not doing anything with my hands, I'm having a very difficult time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm better about that if I'm sitting on the couch in front of the television, because that's not the same thing for me as sitting at a computer. So like if I'm sitting at the computer drinking my coffee in the morning, well, I'm not drinking 100% of the time, you know.
Right.
I am not eating my breakfast 100% of the time.
Still
So
need
for
to
that,
occupy yourself.
yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I lost a lot of cool builds when my old laptop bricked. That was years ago, though. God, yeah.
That can be some of the most difficult shit ever whenever you have technology just completely fail for whatever reason. And you haven't gone through the trouble of backing things up.
Yeah.
The last server stopped because it had 100 plus mods on it. I imagine this vanilla server could last longer than that one. I mean, that's
That's the beauty of vanilla servers.
Yeah, yeah. I miss Momo's Minecraft server. I was really proud of the ocean monument I drained Man.
God, I miss Momo's server so much. I keep talking about, what if I ask her to bring it back up, but I know, like, they've got a lot of financial things going on right now, and I just wonder if I could, like, pay for it myself. Be like, Momo, please. I will pay. Let me do the thing.
2, 3. Okay. Okay. Is this the way that I want it?
I mean, and another reason I loved Momo's Minecraft server is because there were people on there playing.
Yeah, Minecraft servers really aren't. Any server isn't that fun to play on if nobody else is there ever.
Yeah.
And like one of the larger problems with starting a Minecraft server where it's like, yeah, we're gonna start a server, we're gonna play, is that someone will inevitably live on the server for 2 weeks.
And then
reach the end game. Yeah, so like if you're ever playing with that one person who lived on the server for 2 weeks, for any time that you play with them in the first 2 weeks, they're miles ahead of you, and anytime they log in afterwards for a social thing, well, they've just got the OP stuff, and like, so this is an effect that would happen in World of Warcraft that was observed. It was like a lot of people would play World of Warcraft religiously, but then they would get bored of it, but they wouldn't unsubscribe from it.
Yeah.
So what they would do is they would like basically they'd open it up, they'd check out what was in their bags, but they wouldn't really want to go out and do anything. So like they jump around, and like they'd play, you know, like inane and unimportant jumping puzzles inside of the main city, you know?
Yeah.
Like they would base it's like, okay, let me see if I can get from here to here, you know, without touching the ground or something. Not necessarily even thinking hard about it. It's just like some of the simplest, like very childish way that you can keep yourself entertained without actually doing anything.
Okay.
And like it's a very familiar thing that a lot of people would do who weren't ready yet to unsubscribe from World of Warcraft. And that same thing will happen with the person who lives on a server for 2 weeks, and then 2 months later they come back to hang out with the people who are still playing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not fun whenever one person has all of the end game stuff in comparison to the others, which is part of the reason why, like in Final Fantasy, they will level sync you so that you can continue to play with your friends, you know.
Well, and they give like I think it starts with an I. It's a word. Incentive. They give them incentive and rewards to do the lower level stuff like roulettes. You know, because people still need to be able to do the main story quest stuff, and so they incentivize people who have already gone through it and already know it to go play it with the newbies.
Yeah. And I'm super happy that they do that too. Man,
Yeah.
God forbid that I should remember to actually do what I did, or what I came out of the freaking dig
So
hole
there's,
for.
like, there's like no dead content per se.
Like that was something that I was quite impressed by. I was also frustrated at the same time, because it was like, oh, I do not like trying to get people to play with you on some of the roulettes or the duties before they introduced like the NPC crew.
Yeah, the duty support.
Yeah, the duty support. Like I just remember sitting there in the queue for like 30 minutes whenever it was just you and me before you really fell into the game on your own and everything.
Yeah, because DPS.
Yeah, if there's a DPS in your crew, it's just like, well, welcome to the Overwatch queue.
Well, I mean, if you're DPSing alone, it takes forever. But if you have a healer or a tank in your party,
Yes.
it will go a lot faster.
Healers are always, it will never not be the case that healers are the absolute most in demand, always.
Yeah.
And if that's not the case, then it is an aberration that is brief. Meanwhile, I should probably make more torches. Meanwhile, if you have a tank, you're probably gonna wait longer than a healer, but still not as bad as waiting around as a DPS.
Yeah. I mean, they also incentivize that in the roulettes as well. They'll say, this is the role in need. Like, we're really low on tanks, we're really low on healers or something, and then they get even more rewards for doing that if they choose to go as a healer or a tank, whichever one is in need. I mean, the biggest, like, hurdle I had to jump over, was, like, I didn't know, like, they don't teach you a lot of the etiquette, because that just comes through the player base, not necessarily through the game.
Yep. Devs cannot establish etiquette.
Which is why, like, when, like, the very first dungeon you and I went through in 14, years and years back, like, the tank just took off without us.
Yep.
And I'm like, what the hell? What's going on here? And I would later learn, because I went to go learn more about the game and everything, and in Reddit communities and stuff, and they would say, yeah, it's the etiquette for the tank to run and to gather up as many of the enemies as possible, the dungeon trash or whatever, so you could kill them faster, which mitigates a lot of the damage being done, and then the tank goes faster. It's just, that's the etiquette.
Yeah, except the as I recall that in particular instance, the tank just vanished.
Yeah.
And was sitting outside of the boss room, and we had to fight our way through the whole thing.
Wow, I don't remember that.
That's what I was like, this is the exact...
We ran into a jerk that time, it sounds like.
Yeah, that was the exact experience. Like, it wasn't pleasant, but that was the exact experience I was expecting after having come out of World of Warcraft all those years ago. It was like, someone's gonna be like, you guys are only here for my benefit, not like vice versa.
Yeah.
You know? Like, one of my first most important lessons I got in an MMO was, my first MMO was Final Fantasy 11.
Ah, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. Excuse me. So, Final Fantasy 11 was my first experience, and I remember I was partying up with people because it was playing by a very different era of rules. World of Warcraft very much so, like, rewrote a bunch of rules for how MMOs were supposed to work.
Yeah.
Most notable of them all, it was like, we're not going to make you lose experience for dying. Because that was a standard of MMOs before World of Warcraft. It was like, yeah, if you die, you lose experience, and you can, and probably will, level down.
Oh, that sucks. I hate it. Thanks.
So that's the way that it worked for FF11. And so I remember, whether I liked it or not, I was constantly partying up with people, because even though you'd get less experience, you were less likely to die. I was more concerned about the penalty of death than I was the discomfort of playing with people.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget walking around in the forests outside of one of the main cities, playing with a guy, and like, it was clear from his movements that he was kind of cagey about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what is up with this guy? Why is he moving around this way? And then he said, like, after 2 or 3 different encounters with, like, the Beastmen, who would absolutely wreck you if you weren't careful. He said, whenever we get down to the last couple hit points, back away. And I was like, why? And his response was, because I want all the experience.
Wow, what a jerk.
It's just like, I'll never forget that, because I was like, I think I can make it back to the city from here without too much trouble. I'm just gonna leave this party.
Yeah, fuck that guy. And that was in 11, you said?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, it was FF11.
Yeah. I know 11 is the first MMO.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Strife and Mistress Tevela.
Hello, Eli.
Don't call me Mr. and call her Mistress.
Why not?
Because that implies there's some sort of an imbalance of power here. I am Master, she is Miss.
Pardon?
Yeah, you heard me.
But that just also implies an imbalance of power.
The correct imbalance of power.
Oh, okay.
I am the one in control, you are not.
Except you're not. Or else you definitely wouldn't be here.
That's not what you said last night when I was pulling on that ponytail.
Why were you pulling on my ponytail?
Because we were in the throes of passion and you were moaning hard.
Did you have that dream again, Strife?
I was wondering how you would take that statement.
Just be like, well, he's handing me something, and I don't like that something.
But yeah, that was just
People.
bad online communities. So many experiences from back in the day.
Oh, dear.
Okay, I'm sorry. Good morning, Captain Strife and Master.
Why are you knocking? What's going on?
Okay, Eli. You want to be banned? Sounds like you want to be banned.
Oh, nonsense. They should be elevated in the community.
No, far from it.
I don't see anything wrong with what they just said. Hashtag Eli did nothing wrong. Boy, you sound sleepy.
I don't know what, like, it's the freaking music it has to be. I have to change soundtracks.
Change it.
All right. What do I want to do here?
Technically, Master and Commander / Captain are a whole role in the Royal Navy, so equality because you're the same role.
Well, listen, I am not Russell Crowe, so
Nobody asked you to be.
no, but Master and Commander.
Never seen it.
Well, okay then.
Well, you sound rather defeated with that statement.
Trying to sort through my music.
Oh, okay.
A little bit distractado. All right, that'll do the job. Not necessarily the soundtrack that I thought I would be listening to right now, but there it is.
Oop.
Mistress Strife and Master Tev. Listen, this isn't the goth stream, okay?
Wink.
I mean, you're editing through that currently, aren't you?
Oh yeah, yeah, I am editing through the goth makeup stream.
God, I haven't heard this music in a hot minute. Makes me miss Nipty.
What is this? Oh,
It
it's
is-
the V Rising.
Yep, it's V Rising.
Man, I miss V Rising.
Like, Gloomrot did come out, but call me crazy, but I kind of want to, like... I don't want to play through 90% of the same material just to play through, like, 10% of new material.
Yeah.
And that's one of my problems with, like, in development games, where you start whenever there's this huge craze because it's brand new and everything.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, this is great. This is brand new. It's so much freaking fun. And then the next thing that you know, you've blasted through all of the content, or you've hit the wall with it, and there's nothing else. And then they update it a couple of months later or something, or maybe a year later, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna go back to it, and it's like 90% the same thing, with just a little bit tacked onto the end, you know?
Well, the thing is, you can set the save to like, you could get things faster, and then you could just set it back to normal when you get to Gloomrot.
Thinking about buying that V Rising? Dude, did I make a video about V Rising?
I think you did.
I swear that I did. You know what? Let me check my folder here. Let me check my published videos. Published videos. Guide. No, not guides.
Bill Strive V Rising.
V Rising Rev.
Yeah, you have the early access.
Oh my god. Review copy was provided free of charge by the developer. I forgot that! Have you ever started a new game, spent hours on it, enjoyed it for the first 10 to 20 hours?
Grinding.
Yes, yes.
And
then just kind of lost interest because you kept doing...
I remember we stopped because like a very specific mineral ore or whatever.
Here, let me, because I think my introduction basically is a TLDR, and then, like, if you listen to the rest of it, you get the whole idea.
Okay.
Have you ever started a new game, spent hours on it, enjoyed it for the first 10 to 20 hours, and then just kinda lost interest because you kept doing the same thing over and over, only to stop because you don't feel like you're making much progress? Well, that's V Rising. There's nothing fundamentally wrong with the individual pieces that make up this game. The idea is simple. Once upon a time, vampires ruled the land until humanity rose up and defeated them. Ages on, you rise from a deep slumber and begin to build your power to rule the land again. That's all the story there is to this game, which is why it's so odd for it to fail in its meta implementation. I'll stop there. Like, this is a 6-minute video, but if you're interested in it, you'll get the bulk of the feel for the game. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't that it wasn't difficult, okay? The game did get quite difficult at certain moments as we played it.
I mean, I remember, because literally one of the ores just, we couldn't find enough of it, and it took a long time to smelt.
Yeah, so it basically took forever to acquire enough of the material, and then the material took forever to smelt. And what was it? I think at that point we had run smack up against the fact that the game was more or less designed to run on a server where when you log out, your minions continue to work for you. So the minions, like, they worked in real time. So it's like, oh, it'll take them 12 to 16 hours to get that job done. So it's like, that's fine if you log in and you play at the end of the day, and then you log out, and then you come back the next day, you know?
Right. I think they did fix it, where when you're playing solo or not on a server or something, your minions will still go out and do stuff within the allotted time.
That would be really nice if they did it. I certainly hope they did. What am I doing? What the hell am I doing?
That being said, like, if we ever want to play it again, I don't mind setting up a server.
Like, my bigger concern is when... God, there's so many games that I want to go back and I want to give another shot to, but at the same time I'm like, you know, maybe I'm just not okay with going back and playing games until they full release at this point. Like,
which is understandable.
In development games, they get 2 phases. When I first pick it up, and when it is done. And very few games get to sit in that interim where I care about the incremental updates. Minecraft is one of the very few games that gets that privilege, and it's mostly because it established that whole standard. Mm-hmm. And the only reason why the standard became successful was because Minecraft did it first, and Minecraft has done it very, very well. So it's like, I want to go back and play, what's the game? Valheim. There we go. I want to go back and play Valheim. I really do, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know how many times I can play through that game. There's just so much to it. There's so much grinding in it, and it's not that that's not fun, but I can only go through the trouble of building another meat hall so many times.
Yeah.
Which is it's the exact same mentality where I'm like, I'm not playing vanilla Minecraft anymore. I'm not starting from scratch again, you know? Or modded Minecraft.
Yeah,
modded Minecraft. God.
Anyways, I got to play a little Minecraft with a friend of mine. They showed me Twilight Forest. Since I never played that mod, we got exploded by a wizard. I love the Twilight Forest.
Twilight Forest is one of the absolute best mods just for vibe, as far as I'm concerned. I fucking love the Twilight Forest.
Yeah, and I love the progression system too.
I always like the prospect of going into it with all of the tech mods.
Oh,
and stripping this mystical land of all of its resources.
Well, that's the thing. You have to like progress in the tree, not just the tree, but maybe like you have to progress in the world to be able to get to the point where to the other locations, because they're completely blocked off to you.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that they changed it that much.
I thought it was always like that.
I mean, I would fully equip myself with a whole bunch of technological equipment that would give me an edge, and then I would go into the Twilight Forest and I would just start like, because the depth of the Twilight Forest, you know how the Nether is like a smaller dimension, relatively speaking?
Yes.
My understanding is that the Twilight Forest uses similarly small dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
And they, so it's possible to find all of the ores that spawn in the mod pack way easier. Because everything spawns much closer together.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would go into the Twilight Forest, because it would be faster to find all of the ores and resources because of the size of the dimension.
Right.
And I would just plumb that place. I would just like rip all of the resources out super fast because of how shallow it was.
Well, I mean, I could have sworn that, like, they literally build force fields around the areas you can't go into.
If that was a thing, I don't remember it. That's the
Right.
best thing that I can reply with. Because,
well, I mean, because one of the things is that on the, what was it, the
Come Block Home?
Come Block Home server, like, you and I were running around in the Twilight Forest, and then Dave showed up and tried to murder us.
Yeah, but that's not a force field stopping us from getting our hands on stuff.
No, but we did run around in the Twilight Forest a little bit.
It was fun. It was fun as well we did, so...
Strife is just the villain from Pocahontas sometimes, I mean all the time.
That's what my whole character is built on that.
It really is, yeah.
Like, the entire purpose is... My entire persona here is evil capitalist. That is the whole freaking point.
This is true. You have to sing the song, though. That's why it's sometimes. Oh, he doesn't sing the song. Strive Hop 2, you gotta sing it.
Nope, not happening.
Why not?
I'm not a singer.
Loser. No, I'm,
Them's fighting words.
Loser. But you do have a nice singing voice.
What song are we even talking about? I don't know what song we're talking about.
I don't remember. It's been a very long time since I've seen that movie.
Would it be surprising if I told you that I don't think I've ever seen Pocahontas?
That would not surprise me. And, like, I'm not a Disney person, so, you know.
In regards to the whole, like, is V Rising worth it? I had a lot of fun with it for as long as it lasted. And, you know, now that I think about it, let me check my hour count on that game.
Like, Nipty and I were there with you the whole time, and it was just a lot of fun.
V Rising. I got 76, almost 77 hours out of that game. You know? So even if you chop off, like, the extra hours and you just say that I got 70 out of it, that's a pretty good value. You know? Yeah. I'll make an animatic of you singing that. Watch me. I'm still entertained by a lot of the doodles that you made of me. And Tev. Sarah.
They're great drawings. I love them.
They're cute. And they're entertaining. Like, what was it? Our Tits Comrade. That was one.
Oh man, I need to go look at these again. Cause it's been too long.
Like there was one where it was like, I'm thinking of getting a breast reduction, but it's Strife saying it, and Tev is just like begrudgingly like saying yes, please do it, because Strife has like
she's envious of his massive tits. Yes.
Yes. His enormous man tits. So.
I remember that one, yeah. Oh, man. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm kind of
in agreement. I feel like it still has to do with just the airlessness in here.
The air is kind of stale in here, isn't it?
Yeah, we did air out the house the other day, but it wasn't for very long.
It did wonders. Like, I think it was enough for the time being. But the sad fact of the situation is that we need air again. You know? Come to think of it, what's the temperature outside?
Good question. Do you want to check the
app says it's 76. Let me step away and check what the thermometer says.
Not, I mean, comparatively, that's not a bad. Oh, excuse me. I gotta go to work now. Have a good time playing. Sorry, thank you for coming along, sweetie. I hope you have a great day at work. Oh my god, stomach, please.
Best of wishes and enjoy yourself, Sarah. So it is 10 degrees warmer outside as it is compared to inside right now.
That's not bad.
So it's 69 in the bedroom, it is 79 outside.
Nice.
Yes, nice. As we all know, nice.
Nice. Did you guys ever play Pixelmon? No, I haven't.
Oh, that was the mod, wasn't it? It was like the Pokemon mod.
The Pokemon mod for Minecraft, yeah.
Alright. Everything should be safe. I've set up the protection system.
Pardon my French, but what the fuck is a Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit. How dare you ask such a sacrilegious question?
Okay, so what was the temp inside?
It is 69 in the bedroom.
Ah.
It is 79 outside, according to the thermometer.
79 degrees Fahrenheit is 26.1 degrees Celsius. But 69, the nice number, in Fahrenheit is 20.5 degrees Celsius.
Fahrenheit? What's Fahrenheit?
I don't know. Why are you doing this to me?
Because it's fun. That's why.
No. You're terrible. a little easier down there now.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I made myself an iron sword. I was only playing with stone earlier.
Look at you being all scrub lord over here.
Just like you.
Okay, you need to take that back.
Iron to give you an iron sword before I ever gave myself one. Fahrenheit is the only temperature measurement where 69 degrees is nice. Love that one. That's not that hot. 26 is a normal summer day where I live. Like, around here, let's see, what was the Fahrenheit to Celsius?
It was like 32, 36 today.
What it's been for like the past week is 40 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, we've been dealing with 40 degrees Celsius,
which is 104 degrees Fahrenheit.
And even then, we've been higher than that according to the local thermometer. So.
Yep. And then the heat index is even higher.
Hello, Stephen Doran. How you doing? Greetings.
Hello.
Oh my word.
Ooh, excuse me. What?
Oh, just like I'm digging around here and I'm getting these large pockets that are messing with my ability to like dig down further properly.
Mm.
You know, I've got like this huge obsession with digging things in a very uniform and ordered manner.
That you do, yes.
Like it's like it's a little bit like what the way that Eddie Izzard was telling the story about, like, you know, Germany having to be very organized, build an empire, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I forget how it was phrased, but it was just like Einstein, or something like that.
Einstein, build an empire.
Yes.
That's what she said, so.
That was the way that it was. So.
I remember that. Please don't compare yourself to that.
Scuba Steve from Twitch. Ah, I see. Hello, Scuba Steve.
I have found.
Okay, 40 is a death heat wave, and to believe it can and probably will get worse for us this summer.
Yeah. It's awful, and I hate it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I forgot how good the music was for this game. V Rising, that is.
Yes. The music is amazing. I specifically love the overworld music for the
Forests?
farmer biome.
Ah, the farmer biome. The Song of Dunley, which is a yeah,
What?
Dunley.
Yeah.
The Dunley farmlands. That's what's playing right now, actually.
It's my favorite. I haven't spent enough time in the Silverlight area to really gauge how I feel about that music, but
Whew.
you alright?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay, so went a little bit further down than I needed to.
Oh, whoops. Hey, redstone.
That's a good redstone.
and are going to get none of it.
Why would you be so freaking cruel?
Because that's just how I am, Strife. You just, go ahead and tell yourself that so you can feel a little bit better about hating me.
Okay, so I'm
keeping your health in mind here.
Don't snort the redstone wheel. You can't tell me what to do! Well, you can try, but it won't work. Contemplating whether or not to go down and grab a bottle.
I mean, a bottle of that stuff you bought earlier, or...
That, maybe something else.
You could grab a Cayman.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't like Cayman.
Oh, but it's delicious.
It's not my thing.
Well, then you're wrong.
It's not my style, not my flavor.
Hey, that zombie dropped a potato. I could put a potato in my garden now.
I want you to be aware of the fact that any potatoes dropped by zombies are officially the property of Strife Solutions.
How? Why? How will you enforce this?
With a sword. And I'll come to your house.
Oh no, I'm so scared. You have a sword.
I will murderize you and take the potato.
The sword that I gave you the ingots for?
What's your point?
I was generous enough to give you the last 2 ingots in my inventory.
Yeah, and you got your payment back already. You stole it from me.
I didn't steal shit from you.
You stole your payment back, alright? All debts are settled there.
Well, you admit there was a debt.
No, there wasn't a debt. But
you said all debts are settled.
any potentially perceived debts, real or fictional, settled.
Oh, thank you! I'm so glad we've settled this now.
Very funny.
You said
that being
any.
said,
you said any.
No.
And then I agreed to it. You can't go back on it now.
No. That doesn't work that way, Tev.
Yes, it does. Strife.
You still owe me. You owe me hard. So much money.
Except you just said that all debts were settled. You said all.
You are taking my words out of context.
Am not.
Yes, you are.
Am not.
You're also...
Those are literally the context of in which you said those words.
Okay, so you still owe me a buttload of money.
Except not.
Except you do.
No, because you just said...
You owe me money.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You said all debts were settled.
No, they are not. Those debts are not settled. Not in the slightest.
You didn't specify, therefore it's your fucking fault. Therefore,
listen, you little horish bitch. Okay? You owe me goddamn money after your egregious transgressions, and I will not hear it any other way.
Listen here, you little punk. The next time you call me that, it had better be in the bedroom.
I was pulling on your ponytail the other day, and you pretended like you didn't know what I was talking about, so fuck you.
Is a wooden sword considered a stake? The way you spelled it? No. I had to be pedantic there for a second.
Being fucking difficult.
You're difficult.
You're more difficult.
Your face is difficult.
Son of a... Well, I tried.
What?
Oh, Oh, sweet. I've got freaking...
Do the two of you need a private room or something? Oh, absolutely not. We're fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Ugh,
Oh.
that pizza comes back to haunt.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop downstairs and grab a bottle.
Cool.
I'll be back. Don't
want
say anything.
snack. I don't know what snack I want, but I want it.
You're gonna have to answer me what you want. I'm not grabbing you something only for you to be disappointed by it because I grabbed the wrong thing.
What I want, may take too long to
What?
to
What?
cook.
What?
Ramen.
Well, you're not getting that.
Yeah, I know. That's literally what I was just saying, and you got impatient about it.
You had to say it out loud. That was all that was necessary.
I don't know what weird rules you're going off of now, but I think you could shove it.
So does that mean you don't actually want anything?
Grab me chips and the
Salsa?
cheese salsa, the cheesy.
What about, I don't know, jerky and cheese?
I think I've already eaten all the jerky with cheese.
Okay. What about that other jerky, like the short sticks?
I don't remember.
Okay then. What are those little emotes that I see in chat? The fuckers up. What do you got? What are you doing down there, chat?
Emotes? I don't see any.
Okay, so that's how you do that. Weird. I don't know how they're doing it, but those emotes right there.
I see the ones you posted.
They're floating emotes. They come up like bubbles, raising into the air and then disappearing.
In the chat or on your stream?
In the chat.
Oh, I have my chat popped out, so it may be
well,
working differently.
I don't know what to say. It's showing up for me. Also, what freaking emote did I use? I didn't notice what the freak I clicked on.
It looks like the you've got to be fucking kidding me type of
Yeah, almost like it's a version of Patrick, you know?
Oh, Patrick from SpongeBob.
Yeah, Patrick Starfish.
Patrick Star is his name.
Patrick Star. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay,
Patrick
I'll be right back.
Says the man who has not consumed SpongeBob much in his life. They're on the right side of the chat box on mobile. Oh. Hi, Strife, what? He just stuck his tongue out at me. Okay. Weirdo. Like, I'm not on mobile. I have the stream up on my desktop. But then I also have it popped out, so I think the pop out doesn't have the same stuff. Ooh, I almost died there. Uh-oh, Strife is saying stuff on his way back upstairs. You okay, Strife?
I'll tell you once I actually pack this.
Okay. Yay, it's the cheese sauce. Oh, I should ask for a drink. Oops, I've got no water for baby. Ah. Does it smell good?
Smells like cheese.
Oh, it just smells like cheese. Okay.
Smells like plastic cheese sauce.
I mean... I mean, it's not bad. Oh, those. Okay. I forgot those were up there. They're hidden behind a lot of stuff. Chat. He's feeding me. He just gave me a look.
I did.
He's holding it like a cigar. Okay, Freud. Ratchet loves the smell of this jerky.
I was about to eat it.
I don't want him to eat it. Gonna make a first cup of coffee for today. Nice. This jerky's pretty good. This is like high quality. Smells good, tastes good, is actually pleasant to eat.
There's a reason why I kept on pointing it out to you.
I forgot they were up there. I'm so sorry.
You mean down there?
Up in the cupboard.
You mean the cabinet?
Cupboard.
Cabinet.
I'm gonna bite you.
You always threaten that.
Yeah, I do.
Then never follow through.
Except when I do.
I don't have a single bite mark on me.
It's because they faded already. Oh my god, Ratchet loves this.
What, the sausage?
Yeah. This jerky.
It's particularly good.
Oh, it's summer sausage. Okay.
That'll explain why it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the spicing that's been done to it.
Yep.
First cup of coffee for the day. Man, you make me want more of it. I tried the stuff that I brewed last night. Or roasted last night. Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Pretty good. Because, like, the two different coffees that I mixed together were a little bit more exotic, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And they paired together really, really well. Because what was it? The latest one that I got, that I was roasting, you were like, oh, that smells like it's got
Smells
spices
like it has a
in
spice in it, yeah.
Yeah, it smells like it's got spices in it already. And I was like, really? It's interesting. But you're right. It tastes like there's spices in it already.
Yeah. Ratchet baby.
Is he trying desperately to get some of the sausage?
Oh, he keeps sniffing around and getting closer to stuff, and I'm like, okay, buddy. I've moved most of it over to the side he can't get on. Well, at least not from where he is.
Not without crossing in front of your keyboard.
And he is now very confused about the chip bag. This helps, actually.
The sausage helps with the chips?
Oh, just everything that's up here.
I'm happy.
The sausage, the cheese dip, the chips, and the Milky Way.
Because if I followed your instructions yesterday, I wouldn't have gotten chips.
Oh yeah, you were right. Because I was like, no, don't worry about getting me chips. I think
Yeah, you told me that they wouldn't work for you. They didn't sound appealing.
I mean, for like sandwiches for lunch. It's different when it's like a Saturday evening, you know?
Ah.
But part of this has to do with my sad times. And how junk food is where it's at right now.
Well, contrary to popular belief, junk food is always where it's at.
But I don't eat junk food all the time, though.
Yeah, you're right. Neither do I. Like, I've cut back on how much I'm eating.
Yeah.
So, like, I've made the decision. It's like, okay, well, you're cutting back during the week. That doesn't mean you have to cut back on the weekend.
This is true, yeah.
So, like, I'm not like letting loose. It's just like, no, if you want it, have it.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't overeat, you know?
I mean, like, I don't apologize for feeding you well.
No, no, of course
I will never
not.
apologize for that.
Wouldn't want you to.
I know.
Son of a... Ah! Stupid picks keep breaking on me.
Oh, man. Oh, right. I have iron now. I can make an iron axe. What am I doing?
Oh, excuse me. Is there anything in particular that you've eaten within your lifetime that you never expected to enjoy, but it turns out you thought it was freaking amazing once you tasted it?
Or very, very early on in my life, I was afraid of Chinese food.
I can understand that.
It was new and different, and like I was having, trauma brain, so it was hard to try new things, new textures, new flavors. And then I got to eating it, and I'm like, whoa, this is actually pretty fucking good. Or even, like, something I've come into in the several years since, leaving my ex is, like, I got to try veggies.
Oh my god. Yeah, you've talked about that at length, like the lack of vegetables.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go into length out for it right now, but it's just like... I got to try roasting vegetables, I got to try making food and stuff, and I got to try a lot of different things that I never got to before. And I've found a lot of stuff that I like.
Holy shitsa.
Shitza?
Yep.
But, for example, like, the hibachi grill.
Oh man. That was good.
Well, I mean, because they have, like, fried veggies in it. I'm like, oh my god, this tastes amazing. Even though the texture would normally throw me off. You know?
You know what you're actually making me think of?
What?
My desire to make fried potatoes.
Oh, you should. But now I just want to fry up, like, 4 onions. And just eat that for lunch.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I want to apologize. I could not find any red onions at the grocery store. They were all out.
Hey, that's fine. I'm not like, that's just how grocery stores work. You don't have to apologize for that.
So all I was able to find was yellow onions.
That's okay. I love red onions, but other onions will also work. I just want to reiterate, you do not have to apologize to me for that.
Sorry.
And I'm just confused as to why you did. So
Mostly because red onions are like where it's at.
they're delicious. But other onions are also delicious. Did you want to split this last sausage with me?
Nah.
Are you certain?
It's good, but it's a bit strong for me.
Oh, I love it. I love how strong it is.
The flavoring is a little bit more punchy than I'm looking for right now.
This is what summer sausage tastes like.
Yes, I know. And it's more punchy than what I'm looking for right now.
Ah, okay. Hardwood slow smoked. Oh, yeah. Serving size 1 stick. Oh.
Well, how many calories are in a single stick?
Not many, actually. A lot less than you would think.
Okay, tell me.
80.
That's pretty calorie dense for how small of a stick that was.
I mean, this is for, like, protein and stuff. It's more of a, you know, kind of like the trail mix kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's for eating on the trail.
Yeah.
You're
It's
entirely
for
right about
when
that.
you do need a condensed punch of stuff. I like it. If you
It is quite flavorful.
If you find these again, I want them.
Well, here's the thing. They were out of where they were normally kept at the grocery store.
Uh-huh.
So as a result, I don't actually know because I didn't, like, see a display with a name.
Oh, okay.
It's just the package that you've got there. I have no clue who the hell made it.
Okay.
So, like, keep the packaging, take a picture, send it to me or something, and I'll try to remember to get it again.
Mm-hmm. Sounds fine to me. Because goodness knows I'm not really eating as much as I should during the day, so...
I mean, as long as you're comfortable, you know?
I mean... Yes and no. It just really depends.
Because it's like, here I am cutting back, and those first couple of days were tough, you know? Because it's like, man, I am used to eating more, and as a result, like, my body is basically saying, where is the food? But at the same time, I'm like, I know that I'm not starving. I know that I've had plenty to eat today. But I'm so used to getting more.
Yeah.
So, those first couple of days were freaking rough for that reason. And now, like, I'm getting up to a point where it's like, no, I'm fine. Like, I guess I feel a little bit hungry, but I'm not as hungry as I thought I would be. I'm not as hungry as I was the last couple of days. Type of thing. It's like, I'm managing with it a lot better than I thought I would.
Right.
It's that initial challenge. Then again, like, I think I've told you the stories about, like, how whenever I was a teenager, I was so into all of the anime that I was watching that I would be hungry and I would ignore my stomach because I was too busy watching anime. There was probably a component of, like, there wasn't a whole lot of really particularly good food in the house in the first place.
Yeah.
Plenty to eat, none of it particularly good. That was the thing to keep. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you know. Oh, man.
Wild how we have different,
Experiences
how
with food.
different our experiences are, yeah.
I was never wanting for food as a child.
Right.
That was just my entire experience. And yet, despite that, I ended up thin as a rail, and a lot of it comes down to my my physiology and like my lineage, because so many of my uncles are exactly the same as me, extremely skinny. So, but man, hot dogs. Hot dogs were the go-to for a long time in my childhood. I remember an entire summer that's basically what I remember making 3 hot dogs at a go. And that's what I would eat.
Just for a meal?
Yeah, for a meal.
Wow.
3 hot dogs doused in tons of ketchup.
I
still was not okay with what you call it, like mustard. Like I still had like that super picky, oh, I'll only take this type of palate. But
Yeah.
hot dogs on white you know, white buns and loaded with ketchup. And I remember watching that and watching tons of Scooby-Doo.
That's really cute.
That was my life for a summer.
I get it.
That was the life that I lived.
Mm.
And what a good life it was.
Goodness.
Alright, good to see that the protection's still
Hey,
holding up.
Cortex Kid.
Greetings, Cortex. How are you doing?
Hopefully doing well.
Oh, look at that. We're up to 3 concurrent viewers.
Nice.
What a Francis situation that is.
Yes.
All those freaking hearts are coming through again. Doing alright, just got home from work. How's Lestram? Lestram is... I'm gonna be honest, like, there is a learning curve to this. Learning curve. There's an adjustment to it, because I am very used to larger numbers than this.
Yeah.
And
an actual announcement system.
YouTube just doesn't have anything, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting here, I'm streaming, and, like, I've gotten hardly any form of audience for seemingly no good reason other than that's just how it is, you know?
Yeah. Well, hopefully the channel will take off a bit more.
I'm certainly hopeful. It doesn't appear that any of the streams have any... Looks like none of the archived episodes have comments on them yet, so...
I mean, we just need to, you know, persevere. We just need to keep doing it.
I mean, I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like, what we're doing, you know?
Same, really.
I expect, like... And that's just it. Like, it's been requested that I do this. I have not announced this live channel to my normal audience. I haven't done a clips video for my normal YouTube channel yet, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, this is a new thing if you're interested in it. Which you can take a look at, you know?
Yeah,
which is
'cause
important.
Your Twitch audience is vastly different from your YouTube audience.
My Twitch audience is vastly minuscule compared to my YouTube audience as well.
Yeah.
Like, if I could get just 1/10 of the viewers from a YouTube video on Twitch, I would be a partner on Twitch. But for whatever reason, there isn't a lot of interest in that, and it probably comes down to the fact that getting an audience on YouTube it's a lot easier to click away on YouTube. That's the best way to put it. It's a much lower bar, you know?
Yeah. And it's like, that's where, like, a lot of, like, game dev outreach to streamers and stuff kind of, like, there's that disconnect for them because they kind of treat Twitch and YouTube as the same. And so they're like, oh, if you want to catch our interest, you have to have this many subscribers on both Twitch and YouTube. And it's like, wow, that's a lot of people on Twitch.
I mean,
happen.
they don't really understand. It's like, you are aware that you're treating something that's free to do on YouTube equal to something that you have to pay to do on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
Could you technically stream on both YouTube and Twitch, or would that make your computers explode? That is what is known as simulcasting, and that is against the terms of service for both YouTube and for Twitch. There are... Twitch has relaxed its standards, and it's like, okay, you are allowed to stream on YouTube if you stream on Twitch. which previously they were like, no, you are only allowed to stream on Twitch if you are a Twitch partner or something like that.
Yeah.
If we ever catch you streaming on YouTube, then we're kicking you off. That was what they were doing for a long time, but they've loosened up their standard there. So you can stream on YouTube and Twitch. You cannot do it at the same time.
That's horrible. Yeah, it really is, because, like, they're not paying for exclusivity. That's for damn certain.
It is pretty bull. There's no question about it. All right.
So.
Oh, and just finishing up in my shack after coming back up.
Ah, okay.
It's a slow and arduous process of what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah.
God, I keep wanting to press the frickin' sort button.
There is no sort button.
Which is freaking bull.
Can I share a funny to me story about work?
Oh, okay. What's the funny to you story about work? Ooh-wee. I should probably stash some of this stuff.
Man, this fan is actually starting to feel a bit cold. Just a little, not a lot.
I mean, that's what I would hope for at this point. The temperature continues, like, the temperature seems to be holding steady for me.
Mm-hmm.
I won't lie, I wouldn't have a problem with opening up tonight.
Same.
Even if it's only like a 10-minute open or something. Because
Yeah,
it is...
we need the air.
Wait, is it fucking raining outside?
It might be. Because we were supposed to get rain tonight.
3 to 5 a.m. between 30 and 60% chance.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, it hasn't quite arrived yet.
So about a year ago, we get a new worker in my section, and I have nicknamed him Ham. Now, every time I tried to train the Ham, something would always get in the way of my training. Okay.
Okay.
Ugh, God forbid I should, like, actually not leave stuff in my inventory that I don't need. Oh, criminy, I'm freaking full up again?
Oh, sweetie.
God.
You need to expand.
Trying, okay? I'm trying. No matter what it was, whether it was teaching him how to use the store phone... Let me just... There we go. No matter what it was, whether it was teaching him to use the store phone or how to top stock things, customers or other associates would interrupt us. Okay, I'm feeling that. Nothing
Yeah,
but
I'm
constant
feeling it too.
interruptions. Excuse me? I was talking, Tev. I have returned with a hot cup of coffee. You know what you actually remind me of, Eli? The fact that I have to get to I have to get to drinking my last jar of cold brew coffee that I have downstairs.
Oh yeah, you haven't finished it.
We'll have to be careful about how long I keep those too, because they're already like pre-sweetened with dairy and everything. So 7. Okay.
Also, welcome back, Eli.
Indeed. That's right. Tomorrow is the day that I'm gonna test that Blue Mountain. I forget how it's supposed to be said. Like, I'm gonna be testing it with the pumpkin spice. I haven't done that yet, so.
What's Bali Blue? Whatever.
It is a type of coffee bean.
Ah, okay.
It's the latest stuff that I got, which you said smells like it's already spiced.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't tested that whenever I brew it with pumpkin spice in the grounds.
Okay, I get you.
At the 4th or 5th week, I started to call him my black sheep, since every other person I trained, I always had time for them. God. Okay.
Oh no.
I'm assuming that this continues to go somewhere. I'm very curious.
Leaving us on cliffhangers all the time.
2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Found my first andesite.
Ooh. Fancy schmancy.
You know it. At some point, the manager of the section at the time asked him what I taught him, and he said nothing because we couldn't do it. It's become a running joke now, and again, saying how I never got to train him. God.
Sometimes things just line up like that, you know?
So here's a funny story. At work, I have to submit monthly training reports.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, like, the way that this is supposed to work is management is supposed to perform this training thing.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But because no manager knows how to do my job, I just fill out all the reports and put them into the system myself, because this is another thing. Hourly workers aren't supposed to have emails and stuff where I work.
Oh.
Like, that's above your pay grade and everything.
But you have to.
But I have to have
what
all
your
of that,
job is.
yeah, because of what I do. Like, there's too much paperwork to not have. It's like if I have to put something on hold and we stop and we don't move it, well, of course I'm going to get an email about whether or not we got the documentation to send it through again.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a result, I have identification and credentials to log into most of the systems that the supervisors do.
Yeah.
So what happens is, every month I have to get these I have to get this information into the system, and it's like, okay, well, these are basically safety reports to prove that, like, we're staying, you know, up to date on our training and everything, and we still know how to do our job, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So my backup has to, like, answer. It's a 10-question sheet, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, if this happens, then what do you do? And if this happens, then what do you do? Type stuff.
Uh-huh.
And the way that I do this is, like, I just print off the 10 questions because it's like a worksheet. And I put it on the desk where my backup is going to see it when he comes through for the day. And I come back later in the day, and inevitably the sheet is all filled out. And I put that into the system, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm a little bit jelly brain this past Friday, okay?
Oh, no.
So I log into the system. I print off all of the worksheets. I print off the documentation for checking up on, like, everything else that I'm supposed to make certain of and whatnot, so that I can run the checklists. And I put the sheet for my backup to fill out on the desk. And then I come back later in the day and I see that the sheet is like, it's moved and it's got a bunch of pen marks on it. And I'm like, okay, cool. He took care of it. And I pick it up and I look at it and I'm like, wait a minute. This isn't the worksheet he was supposed to fill out. This is the grading sheet with all the answers on it.
Oh no.
And he just rewrote all the answers right beneath everything. And I was just like, I don't know if I should like applaud him for just doing the thing that he was supposed to. And interesting.
Well then, my poor jelly brain babe.
So like, yeah, that was my that's my story from Friday.
I mean, to me it counts because he knew, what the questions were to those answers.
Oh yeah, except he gave the answers, but it was the sheet with the questions and the answers on it.
Oh, both. Okay, never mind.
Yes, it was the grading sheet. So there's that. But here's the other thing. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna accept it and I'm just gonna put it in because he never gets the answers wrong to begin with.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna put it in. I go back into the system and I realize, oh, I didn't print off this month's version of any of the documentation. None of the documentation changes from one month to the next. Okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't print off this month's documentation because it's not available yet. I printed off last month's documentation.
Oh.
Like, management gets so far up my ass on the 15th of every month to get the documentation in. But it's not, like none of the documentation is available in the system until, like, the 12th.
Wow.
It's absurd. They wait so long. Like, someone has to push a button somewhere, and they take so long to do it. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Wow.
Hashtag strife derp. We all have our moments.
It also became a joke that whenever something goes wrong, we blame one of two people, one of them being the ham, and he laughs about it. That does sound pretty funny.
As long as it doesn't turn into anything serious.
Yeah.
Man, this just makes me want to engage in blast mining.
I getcha.
All of this tedious, like, stone pick mining.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find a sufficient amount of iron. Meanwhile, the closest comparison that I have to this is, like, digging that ginormous quarry at Side Shale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Side Shale. And, like, finding so much iron so far up in the world and, like, having fortune pickaxes for all of it to the point where we're just, like, swimming in the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Can you add custom emotes to YouTube? My understanding is no.
Really?
That's my understanding, but I don't actually know. Like, I keep looking for information about, like, what is available, and all I get is, like, the generic YouTube landing page of, so you wanna stream on YouTube? And it's, like, the same basic setup guide for, like, how you stream. And it's like, yeah, that's great. I want the deeper stuff, like the community interaction. How do I do that? And it's just like, fuck knows. 1, 2, 3.
Jeez.
Okay. If it is possible to add custom emotes, you can bet your ass that I'm gonna move the existing emotes that I have over here.
Yeah.
What? Damn, YouTube, why are you so lame? I mean, I'm asking the same question over here, yeah? Pile of goddamn bullshit is what I'm dealing with here.
I mean, it's like, if Twitch wasn't flipping out, you know.
Yes, very much so.
Could have had, could have rivaled Twitch if they got their act together about this stuff.
If YouTube seemed to have cared about this stuff, And that's the major takeaway I have from streaming on YouTube right now. It's like, oh, YouTube, oh, that's an invisible spider.
Oh.
I can just see its eyes.
Oh. Okay, I see it on your stream now.
That's wild.
It is wild. Because I've never played on hard mode, really, you know?
Like, Lying said this has been the case since 1.6, so like...
Yeah. I
think the last time I played hard mode was before 1.6, honestly.
Yeah.
So...
Or, like, I played Minecraft so modded that I couldn't tell the difference, you know?
Oh, that's why I gotta... Oh, well. Oh my god, I found one of the new music discs.
Sweet.
I found the classic C418, but I found Other Side.
Ooh.
Which unfortunately I can't play because I have no diamonds.
I have 4 music disc fragments.
That'll lead to a unique music disc whenever you can finally put it into one piece. I think it takes 8, potentially.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Don't quote me on it, but I think it takes 8 music fragments and like a redstone or something in the middle to fully like put it back together.
Okay.
An invisible spider made me pause Tears of the Kingdom for a sec. I also managed to find beetroot seeds.
Hey. Awesome. Oh my god, stomach, please.
All the string? I mean, I'll probably be turning that that spider spawner into a string farm.
Oh, cool.
I forget how it's done, but I have one on my own personal server that I go out and find.
One.
And the thing is that like I had to look up a guide for how to turn it into one, and it was like, okay, so you need a normal spider spawner, and I'm like, well, all I got is a cave spider spawner, so I guess I'll just make it work. So I went and I found one of the spider spawners that I had, and I was like, all right, let's see if we can make this work. And then lo and behold, it was a normal spider spawner, and I was like, what the fuck are the chances? So.
So, sad news with our skeleton guitarist. He rocked too hard and broke his back. Oh no. That makes me sad. Strife, we should have adopted him.
No. You can't change my mind on this, Tev. We're not getting a skeleton guitarist. Not until you learn how to play your violin.
Okay. But what if he also knows how to play violin and
No. One before the other, not both at the same time.
No. Oh, son of a bitch.
What happened?
Creeper snuck up on me and destroyed my garden. Or crop field.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
Hot damn it. I gotta go get more dirt. That's the problem with creepers. They creep.
Tev stream where she learns violin.
Oh god.
Because that's what the world needs.
Screeching? Yes.
No, the internet judging a woman learning how to play a musical instrument.
A very old and ancient musical instrument.
I mean, the only way that that could turn out good is if you started, like, telling people that you were learning on a Stradivarius or something.
Oh,
And
God.
you fully own that statement. Like, you don't phone it in. You just, like, you stick to it. What?
I don't know where you're going with this, but okay.
No, like, that's the way that you... That's about the best way that I could fathom that you handle the trolls.
Oh, okay.
And the haters and everything. Just like, oh no, I'm learning on a Stradivarius, you know? It's been in my family for 113 years.
Wow.
You know? Just utter and complete outright lies, but you say it with certainty and pride. So, like,
Oh, this belonged to my grandfather. Yeah.
yeah, you know, so it's like the hater. It's like, yeah, the haters are and the misogynists are gonna come out of the woodwork anyway. So why not just freaking not care about it? You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole point. So,
I don't know. I hate lying about things.
hey, come on, lying didn't do anything to you.
Oh, fuck off.
You do this to me all the time. I will not.
Not all the time. Once in a while.
Very frequently.
Once in a while.
Often.
Once in a while.
With significant event.
Hey, shut the fuck up, Stripe.
I will do no such thing.
You have no choice. You're making my eye twitch.
Fantastic.
I hate you.
I hate you too.
Hard.
Right back at you.
Alright, now to replow the field. There we go. Thankfully, potatoes and carrots did survive.
That's good.
God, this makes me sad.
And why is that, Tev? Why is that?
Because creepers suck.
Actually, I think the creepers explode. They don't really suck all that much.
Why do you have to be an ass?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I lost good crops today and you're making a joke out of it.
Yeah. It's my way of dealing with shit.
Oh, you're emotional about it too, huh? But too afraid to show it.
Not true. I am showing it.
I get you, wink. Don't worry, your secret is safe with me. I won't tell a single soul.
Not certain I'm okay with the way you're taking this, but alright. Chop it, chop, chop that cherry tree. Chop it, chop, chop that cherry tree.
That's how you're dealing with it, you fucking ass. God.
This grove ain't gonna last. I'm here with an axe on blast.
Will you read your chat, please?
Chop it, it's a cherry tree!
Would it be the world's smallest violin for whenever Strife is sad? She does not lie, Strife. She gaslights. What? Why would you do this to me, Eli?
Oh my god.
So I went for a physical the other day, and the doctor told me I should be drinking more apple juice because he said OJ will kill me. What on earth?
Oh
like,
my
are you...
god. Oh my god.
It took me a second.
Fucking Christ. Oh.
Oh my god.
Jokes that only 90 kids will get.
My brain hurts. Also, my age hurts.
Oh no!
Oh,
what have you done? Oh, I cannot wait to find one of these cherry biomes on my server.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were having trouble with that, actually.
I
Because
am,
your
which
server is so old, it can only generate tiny ones.
that
That's
is
all
one
you
of the
find.
running that's one of the running issues with the way that the server operates.
Yeah.
Anytime something new is added, there's not a guarantee that it's going to be able to spawn it in a reasonable size. There's a really good chance that it will spawn it in a shish, a micro shish, and that appears to be what has come to pass with the excuse me.
Goodness.
That appears to what has that appears to be what has come to pass with the cherry biome. Every single time I like load up a copy of the server and try to find one, it just finds like a microbiome that is like 5 by 5 blocks and doesn't have a single tree in it.
Yeah.
So
That
I'm like,
sucks.
yeah. So it's like, and of course the way that find biome works is that it's like it looks for the nearest one, you know.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't look for the biggest one.
yeah, it doesn't like so. I gotta go to a different area of the world, and I haven't had a lot of luck finding any cherry biomes on my server. So
Yeah. Like, as great as it is to have a very old server that you could just continually go back to, it also poses problems with, compatibility.
there are all sorts of problems. Yet at the same time, I am super happy that the compatibility is still there.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth a lot to me. Like it is worth so much to me that it's here and it works. You know. So.
Yeah. I getcha.
This being said by the guy that supports the saying size doesn't matter. Did you ever find a way into the Gerudo house? Yes, I did. I forget who it was, but someone in the chat was like, no, stand right there between the freaking pillars. And I was like, okay. And I did it. And I was like, wait a minute, that freaking worked? That doesn't make any sense, but okay.
Well.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm glad someone was there to help you.
Same, because like, and I said it during the stream. I was like, I'm glad that you pointed that out because I never would have freaking done that.
Yeah.
That just made no sense as a solution to me. But then again, maybe it was one of those situations where it's like when you're streaming, something that makes a lot of sense will never ever enter your mind.
Oh god, yeah, when it comes to like having to be on and performing.
Which is the reason why I'm spending so much time looking through my chests instead of actually doing stuff during this stream.
Oh. Do you think it's time to stop?
Not quite yet. No.
Okay.
Like, I am, not until I'm done with, the little bit that I have here, so.
Okay.
Think you need a bigger house? Yes. Yes, I do. Oh my god, this is freaking nostalgia right here. Which is a weird phrase to say. I brought up the music for Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
Which is extremely low-key.
It really is, yeah.
But the 8th track is Shrine. It's the music that plays in shrines during Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
And it had not occurred to me, but it is not at all the same music in Tears of the Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, I forgot. I'm still so disappointed that the Sheikah shrines are just freaking missing. Just straight up just not there anymore.
Yeah.
You know? The Shrine of Resurrection is entirely missing, and I don't know. I haven't finished the game yet. For all I know, there's an answer for why.
Mm-hmm.
I'm banking on there being no mention whatsoever. A little bit like how Cass is just gone.
Yeah, I really hate that Cass is gone with no explanation.
One of the things that I hate the most about Tears of the Kingdom is the fact that it doesn't really do much recognition of the previous game. It almost acts like Breath of the Wild doesn't exist. And that bothers me to no end. You do not have to have the characters recognizing Link and making it a critical component of the game, you know?
Right.
It's like, no, they can say, "Oh, hey, I haven't seen you in a while," and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
But so many of them, they introduce themselves to you, and it's like, motherfucker, you were sitting on my lawn after I bought my house from you, and you don't remember me at all?
Yeah, that's kind of disheartening.
It's there is a way to acknowledge the previous game in a franchise without making it a really big deal that makes people who are new feel lost.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Nintendo has dropped the ball on that front.
Oh,
Who
boy.
is Cass? Who is Cass? Oh, God. Cass was a Rito, a birdman, who played an accordion around the world. He was a bard. He was a bard who played his accordion around the world and had all of these like bardic songs that he would sing about like something that, yeah,
And stuff.
yeah. It was like, okay, well, there's this legend around here, and this is the story. So he'd tell you the story, and then that would be the riddle that you had to solve to get, you know, another shrine or something in the area. And there's nothing wrong with the character Penn, who is a Rito, who is a reporter. He is the replacement for what Cass did. But the fact that Cass just doesn't exist anymore and he's nowhere to be seen is exceedingly disappointing. So, oh my God, Eli, the freaking buffering image that you got there. Where'd you get that from?
Alright, sheepies.
Oh,
We're going.
raising livestock, are you?
Yes. Or I will be once I get back home.
Oh my God. The shrine battle music.
Oh, man. Like, the thing I miss most in games is playing them for the first time.
So, I won't lie. I'm going through the experience right now with Tears of the Kingdom in relation to Breath of the Wild that I went through with Borderlands 2 to Borderlands 1 to Borderlands 2.
Uh-huh.
Same experience where it was just like this. The first game will not be the same.
Yeah.
The first game will not be the same because there's a lot of improvement in the second game. Even if it's not my favorite game ever, there's just so much improvement. And I kind of felt the same way with Borderlands 2.
Mm-hmm.
But these days, going back to Borderlands 1 is so hard because Borderlands 2 was so much better.
And then even going back to Borderlands 2 is hard because you just know all of it by now.
Mm-hmm. And while I'm not a fan of Borderlands 3, I can't deny that there are some things that there are some really nice things that they did with Borderlands 3 that I like, you know?
Yeah.
There's a fluidity to the way that game plays, even if there are other mechanical flaws with it.
I didn't feel a fluidity.
I felt a whole lot of fluidity with it. But it was a lot of it was in like its presentation and the way that the animations played out. There was clear technological upgrades. The parrots and the bats, Tev, what the fuck are you doing over there?
Breeding the sheep, Strife. It's called
Well,
animal husbandry.
Parrots and bats are not supposed to get it on.
Maybe on the planet you're from, but here,
For fuck's sake. You freak!
you're the freak. Oh, where was that cow that I saw? I don't remember.
Maybe what I do tomorrow is you know how I've told you the story about like one of the things that I would do on my Sundays previously is I would like get one of those large bottles of like mead or something.
I didn't know you ever got yourself some mead.
Well, I don't know if it was ever mead, but it was a large bottle of like cider or something.
Uh-huh.
But I would talk about getting like a particularly large bottle of cider or mead or whatever it was, and I would pop it open, and I would just sip on that all day while like playing a video game or whatever.
Huh.
I've told you this story before.
I don't remember.
Well, it's something that I used to do, and I'm just thinking to myself, you know, those bottles that I got, like they're so high in content. Maybe I could do basically the same thing by drinking 2 of those.
Maybe. Do you have anything to do tomorrow?
Well,
Oh, besides mow your parents' lawn.
well, no, that was last week.
Oh, you're only doing it every other week?
Every other week,
Okay.
especially with the heat and the lack of rain that we've had. If
Yeah.
if it had been raining this week and it was dry tomorrow and it had been dry for like 2 days prior, yeah, I would probably have to go out and take care of it. But that
Okay.
hasn't been the case. So
Yeah.
I find it very entertaining to see that, like, in the interim, since I moved out and everything, and my dad started taking care of the yard work for a while there, that everything that he demanded that I had to do because this was the right way to do it, he wouldn't do it because it was too much of a pain. And
Okay.
which is exactly what I kept telling him. I was like, Dad, this is so much extra work for so little. And he was like, I don't care. You're going to do it the right way, you know?
He's probably trying to disincentivize you from doing this.
Well, either way, you say that. I don't think that my dad's the type of person who thinks that many steps ahead.
Okay.
I think he's the type of person who's like, well, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. But then once you get into doing it when it's technically the right way, but you don't really get a whole lot of benefit out of it, and you're the one doing the hard work for it, you're like, okay, yeah, this equation has changed now that I'm actually doing the work for it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're paying someone else, you know, or if it's your son who's young and in his 20s and stuff, it's like, yeah, you can do it. I know you can do it. Like,
Okay.
you're young and you're spry. Don't worry.
So this was
You
a
know.
long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Okay, because it sounded like the way you said it made it sound like he was doing this to you last weekend.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay. Just wanted to confirm.
I doubt that he even remembers telling me that I wasn't allowed to, like, cut corners and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
But it's just funny all these years later to go back and be like, okay, I'm going to mow this lawn that I used to mow whenever I was like 18, 19 years old, you know, and discover that my father is cutting corners in the exact same way that I wanted to. Because it was a pain in the ass otherwise. And now...
You are very much like each other in some ways.
Yes, whether I like it or not, I am my father's son.
Yes, you are.
So that's a thing.
Oh, the cows are on the other side of the mountain. God damn it.
Welcome to life.
Yeah, I know.
Is one of YouTube's boring emotes, and my internet took a dump for a minute. So I used it.
That makes sense.
It does make sense. Like, I've been trying to figure out if there are any reasonable, similar alternatives, you know, to the methods of interaction that Twitch has. Because, don't get me wrong, like, there's a lot of things that you can do on Twitch where it's like, oh, the entire reason why they built this up was literally to make more money, you know?
Right.
So it's like, what is the purpose of a hype train? Make more money.
Yeah.
There's no other reason behind it. And despite that being the fact, it's still pretty fucking fun, you know? Mm-hmm. I can't deny that it's like, no, this is actually something that makes a lot of sense. It is a very well thought out method of interaction with community, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. For everything that Twitch does that just doesn't make sense or seems antithetical to the community as a whole, they still come up with some really good ideas.
Yeah, I just, like, people really rag on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gotten to the point where I even when friends are doing it, I have to ask them to stop because it's like, oh, you mean a scam train? And it's just like, no, actually, this is a great way for me to make money, even though Twitch takes half of it.
Yes.
Like, please
yes.
stop telling people to stop giving me money. Like, stop doing it.
And that's just it. Like, it is a double-edged sword in that regard, because it's like, no, Twitch came up with it because they understand that every single time that the community gets engaged with you, they're making money. And while the balancing and how they split that money up may not be fair in any capacity, because they are the gatekeepers, they're not only creating the game field, but they're also, like, well, no, they're making the freaking field that you play on. And then they're claiming all the, like, they're claiming half of everything that you do after setting up the rules, you know?
Yep.
So,
Even
it is...
they wouldn't exist without us.
Yeah. It's not fair. It is not fair at all.
Yeah.
So, but...
Well, and that's why I'm so mad about the exclusivity things, because you can't make a living off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to diversify your income. And it's just... It's in their contract that you can't.
Well, not at the exact same time, anyway.
Yeah. And even then, that's still awful. No, you don't. Oh, fuck.
You just lost a cow?
No.
What'd you just lose?
Another creeper snuck up on me at my field.
God damn, Tev, what the hell?
I don't know what's up.
I've been wondering where all of the freaking mobs are. I've been sitting over here in Quiet Town the whole time.
I've got them. I've got all of them, and it makes
You've got the mob curse right now.
I'm about to cry.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Because this is too much.
You okay there, sweetheart? Sounds
It's
like you're not.
Yeah, it's just... Like, this is basically the reason I stopped playing Minecraft early on, before I picked it up again. Like, I stopped playing it for, like, 2 or 3 years, because the creepers are too much.
They are particularly unforgiving in this version of the game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, before I got used to the concept of creepers being there and then how to deal with them, like, they would just scare the absolute piss out of me. Because they were sudden, and they were loud, and there were dire consequences.
Yep. I mean, I think on my server, I have mob griefing set to off.
Well, it's like, I'm not entirely certain they had that back then, because I'm talking about a long, long time.
Oh, yeah. But, like, I seem to recall that I shut off creeper. No, it has to be on because in order to breed the villagers, you have to have mob griefing on. Okay, yeah. Well.
Oh, that ate up the crafting table I put out here. God damn. Time to get some cats. Like, I try not to get pets in Minecraft because they will die.
The only alternative method to get to cats is to, like, have a freaking village.
And they will still die, and that doesn't sit well with me at all, so...
Yeah. I mean, you could always take the perspective of that I have, where it's just like, yeah, there are cats all over the place. I never look at them. Whatever.
Well, it's hard not to look at them, because some of them look like cats that I have had.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah, and it's like, that just hurts. Like, I'm trying to light up everything that I can everywhere. But the problem is, like, we have, like, a discrepancy on who sleeps when.
Oh god, yes.
And especially because Minecraft has always had this thing where it, like, if there's more than one person on the server, it will tend to...
It'll choose someone.
Yeah, it will favor somebody.
Someone gets all of the mobs. Somebody else gets none of them.
Like it is now. And this has happened to me on, like, any server that I've played on. It will often choose me. Not every time. Like, I'll say that. It won't do that to me every time, but it does it often enough that it's just discouraging.
I forgot how different the music in Breath of the Wild was.
Yeah. Make mob spawner to reduce the creeper spawns. That depends on how badly I want to mar the landscape.
You could always make the chamber underground.
Yeah, but you have to be able to go underground and find all of the little caves and nooks and crannies and light those up too. And right now, I'm tired. Like, I'm in pain, I have no energy,
You sound like you're done.
I feel I'm done, yeah. Unfortunately.
I understand, sweetheart. And we've been, like, working on entirely separate goals this entire time, basically.
Yeah.
Which, there's nothing wrong with that, mind you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fine for us to work on, you know, separate projects.
What was with that sigh? Huh?
I'm just being dramatic, that's all.
Yeah, really fucking dramatic. What the hell, Tev?
I love you. I'm just being playful, it's okay.
Playful my ass.
What?
Playful my ass.
But I am being playful. I'm gonna log out.
Okie dokie. Well, it was definitely a pleasure, sweetheart.
Absolutely. I love playing games and streaming with you at the same time. And
Thank you
sometimes
so much.
separately.
Thank you so much for coming along for the ride. Thank you so much for being part of the stream for as long as you did.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll do it again, too, and that's a threat. Well, until you finish streaming, I'm going to be in your chat.
Well, okay then. I'll chat with you later, Tev.
Bye, Strive.
Bye-bye. All right. So the way I see it, what I want to do before the stream ends tonight, because I should probably be getting closer to ending as well. It's past 2 o'clock in the morning for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take up all of the stone down here. And I'm going to just layer in nothing but dirt. That's my goal. Because it makes the most sense to me to do this. You go ahead and just get this under... I mean, I didn't go and remove this entire hillside without the intention of, like, making the ground a little bit more nice. Then again, like, I've kind of been, like, cagey about doing this because I don't know what I'm building here. I initially thought that I was going to end up building a warehouse, right? But now that I'm here, now that I'm doing things the way that I am... Ah, son of a bitch. Now that I'm here, now that I'm doing things the way that I am, it makes a lot of sense. I'm thinking, I'm having second thoughts about the design that I wanted to do, you know? It's like, okay, is this actually what I want to do? Is it like... Maybe instead of doing like a warehouse design, I do something a little bit more interesting than that, a little bit more complex. God, I keep misplacing my freaking blocks. Also, Tev isn't on the server anymore, so I can't rely on her to go ahead and get all the sleeping done for me. So... Oh, wait. Like, without proper enchanted equipment, this is just a huge pain in the tuchus, you know? Oh. At least this song didn't change from Breath of the Wild to Tears of the Kingdom. Can't make me sleep for you anymore. What can I say? Tev was useful for some things. I wanted to play the Molduga battle music. I think I can actually find the Molduga here. Hey, Cass! Aw, you beautiful bastard, you Rito of harmonic resonance. Listen to it. Oh, no. Okay, well, I can't access his inventory. Man, I haven't heard this in so long. Meeting Riju. Korok Forest, Master Sword, Hestu's Dance, Akala Ancient Tech Lab. Oh, the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. Oh, bruh. Those traveling merchants make me ask the question of why invisibility potions never work with hostile mobs. You are invisible, but mobs still attack. Why Dinnerbone? Really? I thought the invisibility potions made the mobs not see you at all. Huh. I don't see anything for the Molduga here. How interesting. There's a lot of music here. It might be in there and I'm just not seeing it. There's no search option for a playlist. Hello, Eli. How are you doing? I'm seeing Battle Molduga or Battle Molduga Melody. That's just it. Like, what I've... Wait a minute. Did you... Are you looking through the same, like, music folder that I gave you all that time again? A while ago? Eli's been here. Well, you can shut the hell up about that, Tev. I'm gonna act like Eli just showed up, and you can't change that. God, I forgot how good the music for Hyrule Castle was. Okay, so do you know, you guys know how I really hate it whenever G's are said like J's. Specifically, it's GIF, not GIF, right? So, I am suddenly reminded of how some people say Hylians instead of Hylians, but those same individuals will say Hyrule, okay? So, This is kind of loud. So, the Hylian versus Hylian thing. So it's like, some people will say they're Hylians, and it's like, no, they're Hylians. But at the same time, the people who say that they're Hylians will also say Hyrule. So just like, what I've got going through my head is like, oh no, dude, you're saying it wrong. Since you say Hylians, it's Hyrule. You know? Like, you gotta be consistent, and you have to be consistent in your pronunciation. I'm making arguments with a wall right now, if it's not obvious. I'm arguing in my head. Sneaky work from message. Sneaky message from work. Bye. Sarah. Oh my god. Oh my word. Oops. Breath of the Wild, Disc 3. Okay, Molduga Battle, right after Goron Challenge minigame. There it is. Molduga Battle. Oh yeah, there it is, the Molduga Battle. What just played? Good question. I have no freaking clue. Time to chair dance. You know it. That's what's happening right now. All right, so this is the end of the stream, guys. I've gone on for quite a bit here. This has been a, oh my god, I'm 3.5 hour stream. This is a longer stream than I intended it to be. Chat, you've been a wonderful and a lovely audience. I mean, English does that for a few of their words too, completely changing up how the word is pronounced because of one change or less. You get to watch me dance by shaking my shoulders. I still haven't found a Molduga in Tears of the Kingdom yet. I just realized that. Oh, man. All right, well, that is the end for me, guys. You have been a wonderful and a lovely... God damn it, stop. You have been a wonderful and a lovely audience. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride. Where on earth? I could swear that I saw something recently here. I'm trying to find something. Hang on a moment. Here we go. Okay. So, again, thank you so much for watching, everybody. You've been a lovely audience. Thank you for being here for streams on YouTube, which are not the same as streams on Twitch. We'll keep testing it. We'll keep, you know, being tepid with it and see how it turns out going forward. But in any case, thank you so much for watching, everybody. You've been a lovely audience. Take care of yourselves. Stay happy, stay healthy. I'm going to have a good night's sleep. You guys, I hope you sleep well or have a good rest of your day, regardless of where you are. I'll see you all next time.
Thank you.